Hey everyone, we are live. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I've been sitting here watching the comments go by, and I was looking up, and I had like 12 seconds to hit the button. Good thing I looked up, or we'd be late. All right. Well, thank you all for the congratulations and the happy birthday wishes that tomorrow. So Ace of Hearts, happy birthday today. I saw that your birthday today as well. And I know I've been getting comments and Squirrel and David Hurley. So I've been getting comments that from a lot of people saying, Tony, you deserve this. You do such a good job. You deserve it. I have to say that I don't believe I deserve it. It's kind of weird. It's a weird feeling, but it's because of you guys that I even got anywhere close to 50,000 subscribers, because you guys make up the channel. It's because you guys watch. It's because you choose to come along on these adventures. And hey, we did it. So it's as much of a celebration as y'all's as it is mine. And I'm just seeing everybody like Stitch is in here. Hey, Stitch, I'm gonna see you soon, right? And so I'm going to talk about that in a little while too. But we got Shy Guy Adventures. We got Hoggy in here. We got a lot of people coming in. So can y'all actually hear me? I sent a gift to T. Lee. Thank you so much. I don't know what jewels are, but I like them. And so, hey, Jeff Cooper, good to see you. But T. Lee, thank you very much. And I want to say, I am a very blessed man, and I hung this up again in the back there. You'll see it in the middle of the wall. It says blessed. Darlene Good had sent me that a couple years ago, and I've had it on the back wall for a little while, and then I actually had it hanging over here, and I thought today, you know what? I got to put that back over there for tonight because I am blessed. I'm blessed to know y'all. I'm blessed in so many different ways. I mean, when you think about it, you guys have just been such a blessing to me that you would even want to come along on these random adventures. 250 jewels. Thank you very much. Laughing disco. That must be a little thing that I can't see here. But I know what David Hurley had said in there, he's going to have a tough time keeping up with the comments. So I probably won't be able to say hi to everybody, but I see Chuck's in here and I see Jerry's here. Hey, Alric the Blackheart, good to see you. So a lot of familiar names, Joe Loop here. Like I said, Nicholas Kramer, Annette, Beeson and Randy. Good to see y'all in here. And, when you think about it, we were doing Sunday Night Lives every Sunday, and we did that for a long time, about 2.5 years. And so a lot of y'all used to do those with us every Sunday. And, we really, really got together for those. Yep, Ace of Hearts, it's their birthday today. Really good. And you see, she put 3 question marks in front. So we're going to continue to move forward. And if I see the question marks, if the moderators could put the arrows in there just so they jump out at me. I know, hey, David, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, it's early. Tomorrow's my birthday. I was trying to think of a few things that I would do, but we see Mr. Tony. When are you coming to Texas? Love your videos, says Daniel. So I was just out in Texas. In fact, I had the accident out in Texas, but I've been wanting to come back there again. So, I really never know. And you can talk to Stitch and all those others that know me. It's random. I don't know what I'm doing from one week to the next. I'll get an idea or a thought, and then next thing you know, we're headed there. So a little bit of sad news. Miss 2.0, Lisa, she may jump into the comments. She's not working, but she went to Pittsburgh to visit her mom because her siblings are there, and her brother, Ian, about a year and a half ago, he was diagnosed with ALS. So the siblings wanted to get together with mom and, spend the weekend. And Lisa was struggling because it's my birthday tomorrow. And I said, honey, we can do our birthday any day. So in fact, I think every day is my birthday. Like Stitch said, Tony likes his birthday. I certainly do. But hey, old and cracking dated, good to see you in here. We got Shy Guy, Lori Brown. How are you doing? We got Nikki, 2012. Happy birthday and many more. So Fire Chasers in here. So what I'd really like to do tonight is kind of talk a little bit about our journey of getting here. And like I said, put questions in here if there's I have stories. Just saying. All right. Well, milestone 50K subscribers. So to me, I didn't think I'd ever get there or that it would ever really happen. Sent a gift there. High five. Thank you, Cody. So appreciate that. So one thing, I didn't think I'd ever get there. And when I started the channel back in 2021, I had 6 subscribers and they were all family. And then someone else joined, a coworker, and then it was, 7 subscribers. Fast forward, then we had the stroke a year later. That was the recovery going forward. And I can remember very distinctly when we hit, 5,000 subscribers or hit the milestone, which was about 18 months into the channel that was before I could get monetized. But then fast forward, we did the 1,000 subscribers, we did 2,000, 5,000, and it seemed like it was just continuing to grow, but at a certain pace. So I just kept plugging away, talking to everybody that's in here and feeling so much blessed support and stuff that the channel just continued to grow. It was only 18 months ago. I just looked this up. 18 months ago, we celebrated 20,000 subscribers, which was just a little while ago. Oh, thank you, Pat, for the gold coin. Like I said, I don't know what jewels are, but I really appreciate that. And I'll have to figure that out. So, continuing 18 months ago, I thought 20,000 subscribers. I never thought we would ever hit that. And I got the phone call from Camping with Steve. Steve had given me a call and said, hey, it's, Squib, good to see you. Just stopped to wish you a happy birthday, my friend. God bless you, Squib. Thank you very much. And then we got Brian O'Donnell there in Country Rapping Contest. Happy birthday. Karika Champion. Hey, Todd, I don't know if Todd's in here yet, but Todd did a great video. I know Todd had shared with me, Squirrel, about the he was sending me pictures and stuff, telling me about what he wanted to do with the porta potties. And it's been a little while coming, and I am so glad that he got a chance to do that the other night and to put that video out. I watched it earlier today with the member part, and that's going to be a great video. If you haven't seen it yet, jump on over there after the live, unless you don't want to be a part of the live. Go on over there now and watch it. But really great camp. No, what was I talking about before that? So when Steve Wallace had given me a call when I hit 20,000 subscribers, that was a real blessing to me and a milestone just in itself to hear from a living legend, Steve. But I never thought 18 months ago it would have been 20,000 subscribers. I thought, okay, well, that's that. It'll grow, it'll continue to grow. But when you don't focus on things anymore and you just go out and you have fun and enjoy everybody that's watching the videos and things like that, it really, you just kind of take, it takes it takes the worry out of, can I make this work and stuff like that. So if you got a YouTube channel, just get out there and have fun. And, you know, just, just for me, I started it for my grandkids, which got 11 of them now. So 11 under 11. So yeah, but like I said, it's been a real blessing. And like I said, tomorrow, I am going to be. Oh, we got a question there. Do you sell stickers or decals on your sayings? So not stickers or decals. I do have this one, uh, but I don't sell it because I was just wanted to try it out. Now that's a good cup of coffee. Yeah, it is. So I don't have stickers or decals with that stuff on it, but I do have these. I only ordered a few of them so that I could see what they were like, but they're expensive. Yeah. Great bloke like you from Brian Doyle says, love Steve Wallace. Yeah, Steve's a great guy, and just hopefully one day him and I will get a chance to actually meet and have coffee together. So that would be awesome. Yeah. So the channel just kind of really, focusing on getting out there and having a good time. Love what you and Todd are doing together. You and Todd should try one together during Crane Week at Wheeler Wildlife Refuge in March or April, says Old and Kraken Dated. Yeah, Todd, I was just down there when I did the Dolly video, went to Dolly's Tennessean Travel Center, and we were going to camp together. We were working out a camp to get together and just weren't able to make it happen. And it was raining a lot, and but I did find a couple places that he went over and checked out. I checked one out and the reason we couldn't do it is because it was under construction, all ripped up and stuff. So I thought, rather than waiting down here, I got to get back. So I drove, and before you know it, I was pulling over different places, checking things out on the way home. And I did find something that I eventually will go back and do. Yeah. Yeah, Todd's coming to PA, says Pat. Yeah, he's coming to PA. I think he's going to be doing a kayak trip with Small Plots from Kevin, Kevin with Small Plots, and also Sam Bananas. So I may or may not be around because Todd and I did talk, but something came up that I already bought my ticket for. Maybe that's a good time to jump into this because I didn't get a chance to talk to Todd about it yet, like exactly when he's coming. I just know it's in August next month, and that August is coming quick. It's already end of July. Time flies. But I'm headed to Colorado. Just get that out there real quick. So Stitch told me about the Overland Expo Mountain West. So it's got over 300 vendors going to be there. Subaru is going to be there as well. So my idea is to travel out there. I already got my VIP ticket because that way I can stay right on the grounds. It's going to be, I think, 5 days that we're going to be there. And then, so Stitch will be there. And Stitch met a couple guys there that he's already going to be with. So I'm going to join that group. I know the one guy's name's Brad. I'm not sure what the other guys are, but you guys will see a video on that as well. Yeah, I know you. Oh, just watch Todd's. Oh, perfect. Hey, Health Garden, how are you doing? Congratulations on the 50K. I bought a one wind hammock and tarp from watching your videos, and my brother and I went out camping a couple weekends ago. Now he is buying a hammock setup too. You know what's really amazing is just how many people have gotten, just from watching the channel, inspired to at least try a hammock. That's really blessed me because you know, a lot of people don't know about hammocks, or, you know, is it this or that, you know, so the channel's really, you know, opened up the opportunities for a lot of people to learn about hammocks. And I get calls or texts or messages or comments on videos that, hey, I got into hammock camping because I saw you do it. And that, knowing that the channel has inspired so many people to try something new, is just mind blowing. Oh, Joe's got it. Do you know where on the Allegheny Todd is going? No, I don't exactly know the location where he's going, but I do know he's going. They're gonna kayak up there. Let's see. Todd is trying to comment, but his comments are not showing up. That's weird. Yeah, I don't know why. I definitely didn't block my buddy Todd. So maybe that's on, you know, something there. So yes, so I am headed out to Colorado. That's the 19th to the 24th. Stitch and I have a camp planned after that event. So I'm going to work on doing either one or two videos on the way out and the way back from that, because I have to be back for September 12th. Lisa has been training for a marathon ever since December. Like, she did the coldest part of the winter. So when I was down in Florida, you know, I called her, would call her and talk to her every day, and I could hear her running, just getting started on running and stuff. And she would go, I'm running. Are you running? I asked her, and she goes, yeah. And I knew it was cold. And I said, what's the temperature up there? And she goes, oh, it warmed up today. It's 11 degrees. And I'm like, oh, 11 degrees. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Adventures with Dean. Happy birthday. Thank you very much. I timed him out, Kira. Uh-oh. He's trying that now. Oh, perfect. So, yes. So I've got to be back. Hey, Tony, love the shirt. Yeah, so this is the newest shirt I just got, which I'm planning on. Now, I had one I still have it. I bought it when I first was doing the channel. I wore it on multiple different, you know, through hiker interviews and stuff like that. And I wore it at the Tampa airport. Did it work? Yeah, it did, Todd. Good to see you, brother. Yeah. Oh, perfect. So one of the things, thank you, Todd. Congratulations. So I did that shirt. I've had it and I wear it every once in a while, but I wore that shirt. I love, I guess they're called Hawaiian shirts, but this is another Walmart special. It was on sale. So I was like, yep, I need a new one. And this is a nice one. But yeah, I used to, and one guy was coming up the Appalachian Trail into the 501 shelter, and I was doing trail magic out there, and I'm filming him and, you know, coming up, and I was like, he's got the exact same shirt as I do, my other one. And as he walked up to me, I was like, oh my gosh, I've got the same shirt. And I had it on, so we were twinning it. But I said, Walmart? And he goes, absolutely. And so that was his through hiker shirt he was wearing. Let's see. Ira, come back to the channel. Hi, Stitch. Hey, Joseph Kelly, there you are. How are you doing? So let's see. Hey, Kayanne, how are you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. I don't know. Hey, Mona, the truth. Did you eat the muffin, Todd? Oh yeah, the muffin in the video. Hey, Jeff Steer, how you doing? Howdy, everyone. Congratulations on the 50K, Tony. Well, thank you much. Oh, and we hit 50,908 subscribers today. So from the 14th to today, what is that, 12 days? Well, we added another 900 subscribers. And I do want to say that just in the last 28 days, we've had 523,000 views on the channel, and majority of them have been the kind of new genre that I added to the channel. As you know, I did that Shady Maple Smorgasbord. 1,000 jewels. It can't be what you had. Thank you very much, brother. I don't know what you're gonna have to tell me what jewels are if you know. But thank you so much for the jewels. That is a good thing. Yeah, it is. Let's see. So, was I get this distracted. Cheers, salute. Good evening. That is a good cup of coffee. Yeah, it is. So, that was my very first video. I continue to say it. Oh, there's a video coming out this Thursday. What was it? What did I do? Oh, the Subaru. I took it up into the mountain to test something out. I just added something that is going to be a blessing because for the vehicle. UNC alert. What is that? 440 joules. Thank you so much. My screen is just a flashing as it goes. Hey, 210 Outdoors, brother. How are you doing? God bless you, my friend. So the video coming up this week is going to be a mountain camp where I take the Subaru up into the mountain and I do a hammock camp with the vehicle there to test some things out because I want to test this out before I take it on the road too far. So BLUETTI had sent me, because when I had the accident back in May, my accident totally destroyed the car. You know, it was like $31,000 worth of damage. And, you know, praise the Lord that I was so protected. Happy birthday, Tony. Have a coffee on me. Absolutely, Mona. Thank you so much for that double coffee blessing. So I will definitely do that because I love coffee. And I really appreciate that for my birthday. Let's see. I think I remember hanging out with you at Maha, and you were celebrating 4K followers, I think. Congratulations on 50. Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. That might have been the first year I was down at HangCon. At Maha. But yes. So jewels are on YouTube are a viral digital currency. Oh, that viewers buy in bundles to send animated on-screen gifts to creators during live streams and premiums. Well, that's cool. So thank you so much. Make sure to share with Miss Squirrel. Thank you so much, David, for that $10 super chat. So one of the things that, what was I saying? Oh, goodness. I get distracted so easy. Squirrel. What was I talking about? Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I'm just so excited. Tony, so in a few bundles of, so the accident, my BLUETTI, the 200V, the Elite that I had in the car, when I brought it home, it was helping to do the refrigerator and stuff, but I had to plug into the AC because the 12-volt plug got destroyed in the accident. And then all the USB ports stopped working. So I reached out to BLUETTI and they, said, hey, we got the new 300 Elite. We would like to send that to you. So they did. But they also included the BLUETTI Charger 2. Now, I had always looked at their charger that they originally had, and very confusing. I wouldn't know how to install it or anything like that, and I didn't want to it was confusing to me. But they came out with the Charger 2, and I'm glad I didn't get the original one, because the second one, the Charger 2, it's got like ports for solar, it's got ports for charging so many different things, and it's it's a smart one, so it gives you a diagram of everything that you have hooked up to it and what it's putting in, putting out. But one of the things that's always stressed me out about being on the road, even with the 200 and then the other power banks that I had, and you can ask Stitch and others that see me on the road, I'm always worried about how much power I have in managing it, because through the cigarette lighter, charging my 200 amp the 200 BLUETTI or any of them, I always had problems because my cigarette lighter would go out, and then I'd have to plug in somewhere to charge it before I went back out on the road. So I was always looking and managing it. Oh, is it still running? Is it not? Or I would have to get to a campsite with a plug, only to charge my power bank up if I was on the road for a long time. So I was like, yeah, I'll get that. And so I had it installed the other day. I went to Subaru to see if they could run the wire. I was commenting with them, and then took the wire over. And not that's going to a dealer isn't bad, but the brand new Subaru, I didn't want anything cut into it or know really how to do it. So anyhow, I found an off-road place because BLUETTI reached out to me and says, "Oh, go to somebody that's familiar with it." So I did go to them, and I had it installed the other day, and I no longer have stress. I used it the other night, and it drained down, not a lot, just to 96%, because I used it for cooking and things like that. That was the test that I was doing on this camp. And charging my camera equipment and all that stuff, batteries. Before that would extremely stress me out, like, oh no, I'm not going to have enough power. But within 10 minutes of a drive off the mountain, I was back up to 100%, and truly amazing. So I'm so glad I did that, because now when I go on trips, I don't have to worry about it as much. I can just drive and think about where we're going, what are we doing, where are we at, and what are we doing? Basically, Tony had a real DC-DC charger unit that is wired with heavy gauge. Yeah, 6 gauge wire right from the battery back to the back, unlike a cigarette lighter, because I had probably over time, the last 3 years, because the 2017 Subaru, it blew that like 4 or 5 times, and then it was almost $100 each time to redo it. And there for a while, I would just plug it in somewhere and just charge it up enough, like, oh, this will last me a week, but I got to manage it. So really, really blessed now. So now I can just go, right, and I don't have to worry about it. And I think that's going to help me to really focus on doing more content without having to worry. I've got to go here because I don't have this, or I don't have that, or and I got an infrared induction ceramic burner. I just got it yesterday, so that's under the seat right now, so that I can pull that out. That if I don't want to cook with gas and I want to use total electric, I'm fully electrified. And then, well, let me just say this real quick, and then I'll get off this topic. But say I'm using 650 watts coming out of the AC, the alternating current, the 110 plug, and if I turn the car on, I'm putting about 774. So that's a net positive, meaning I can actually charge the battery, like 100 watts while I'm cooking. And then at the end, I'll be net positive, for 10 minutes, whatever I'm using to cook. This is in front of the questions. Thank you, Shy Guy. Yeah, hopefully I didn't miss comments or questions. Oh, speaking of Subaru, this is brand new, right? Thoughts? Yes, this is the new Subaru Wilderness Outback. Yeah, so this is this one's more of an off-road. So it's built to go off-road. It's ever since I got my first Subaru, the 2017, I've always wanted the Wilderness. Like I found out about it like 6 months later that there was a Wilderness, and at that time there was no used ones when I went to go look at the other one, and I had to get a vehicle very quick. And I got the vehicle, and I was like, I wish I would have got, but there was none available at the time, and I bought that one used. Rushedly or hurriedly. What? Hey, thank you, Kitchen Witch. Good to see you, sis. So just did 5 gifted memberships, and we got my Muddy Mess, Joe Loop, Mona, Career Outdoors, Dad. There you go, and Joe Outdoor Places. So thank you so much for that, Kitchen Witch. Hashtag ribeye. So a fellow carnivore there. Good to see you in here. Yeah, sorry I missed you this year. You didn't get the chance to make it out to our meetup. But we, just for anybody wondering, so Places, and I just allowed it the collaboration, but he just did a video, put out his video on our meetup, which was really good. I enjoyed watching that. So they were there. So if you want to watch that, you can go over and see it. But hashtag ribeye. Yeah. So net positive on that Bluetti. So I did that, and you're going to see that this upcoming Thursday. But now I got to come up with another video for the Thursday after, because I will be traveling, but I'm not exactly sure when I'll be leaving. Thank you so much, LSU Scooter 5928, 100 joules. Wow, that's a blessing. Thank you so much for that. Wow, thanks. Let's see, Tony, congratulations on 50K subs now. Nearly 51. Yeah, and a couple more, right? From Joey and Holly, there is here in Wisconsin. Keep those videos coming. Time by the tent. Thank you so much. I'm seeing ribeyes in there. Hey, Big Earn. So Tony, bless you. Thank you so much. God bless you all too. And I do want to say thank you all so much for all the prayers that you've been putting out for me, and for so many months, and especially with the accident and stuff like that. And like I said, I can't give enough praise and glory to the Lord for protecting me through all of that. Just if you didn't see that testimony or that live, go back and watch the live when 2.0 was sitting right here. And she stayed the whole live, and we talked about the accident and stuff like that. So somebody asked, Tony, what are you going to do on your birthday? And I said, I don't know. I may. I'm thinking of doing something on my birthday, go somewhere to film it. And I'm not sure exactly. Any tips on watch hours, says Shy Guy. Watch hours are tough. Any tip on watch hours? So watch hours. So when I hit 1,000 subscribers, I mean, that was after the stroke, because the morning of the stroke, I hit 500 subscribers, and then went to work and had the major stroke, lost all movement on the right side. And a couple YouTubers like Ramdino, and that's how Stitch found out about me. Walter, what is that? Walter? Yeah, Walter Zona. Who else put videos out? Wandering Woodsman. Jay Wanders Out, put some videos out to bless me and to let people know that I had a stroke. And so I eventually, within a couple weeks, I hit 1,000 subscribers. Now, here's what's tricky. is I didn't have a thousand watch or 4,000 watch hours. That comes over time. It took me 18 months to get to the 4,000 watch hours. Now, I don't recommend having a stroke to get to 1,000 subscribers, but then the watch hours, I put a video out, and that video got me the rest of the way for the watch hours. So that was 18 months later. So the watch hours, maybe, I know some people do them by going live. Greer Outdoor Dad, thank you so much. Goat Trophy. So 1,000 jewels. I'm liking these jewels. Like I said, I have to look into it a little bit more, but thank you so much for letting me know what those are. And thank you so much for the jewels. So the 4,000 watch hours, once you hit it, I was very worried. Like after I hit it, oh, Gene is in here. Good to see you, Gene. I was wondering if you were coming. I was going to message you and let you know, but I figured you would be jumping on here. Thank you so much, brother. God bless you, and praise Jesus. Happy birthday and congratulations on the 50K from Seeker of Heaven. Thank you so much on your way to 100K. Yeah, looking forward to the next adventure. Well, thank you so much, David Hurley. Thank you for that scripture verse in this video. I started adding in this video to give people a glimpse. Yes. So with hey hey Lou, good to see you on way 700. So the watch hours are really tough because when someone watches a video, if they only watch it for 5 minutes, well, that 5 minutes, not the whole length of your video, counts towards your hours. So stick with it, get to the hours, they'll come. Just don't concentrate on it. That's the best thing I can tell someone after doing this for so long is don't worry about the analytics. I used to get frustrated, but the analytics will, believe it or not, find your audience. And that brings me to the new playlist that I added, because I went to the Shady Maple Smorgasbord, and when I was out in Arizona, that video just started doing really good. But then, I did the Buc-ee's Invisible one. And, the one video that I did with Steve Wallace, not with him, but when his wife passed away, and that's the one that got me over the 4,000 watch hours. And that one's always been my best video. Now, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I was so thankful for that, but that I got so many, but I just didn't feel 440 jewels, the forgetful DM. How are you doing? So I just want to say that video has always been my number one video, with 179,000. Recently, a couple weeks, maybe 3.5 weeks ago, the one that I did about 2 months ago, and I think I was on my way down to with Todd to be in one of his videos, and then I was going to come home from Alabama, but then I ended up driving out to Arizona, and I did some videos out there. But while I was out in Arizona, that's when that video came out, Invisible at Buc-ee's. It was my first night in the last Subaru. Thank you, Boots, for sending that gift. A UNC alert, 440 jewels. Thank you so much. Yeah, very, very blessed. So when I was out there, all of a sudden that video was doing good. It never made it over that 179. It was not my number one video. Camping with Steve was always my one highest video. Well, I felt so amazed and blessed and thankful that we now have a video that is over 326,000 the last I looked. And that was that Buc-ee's Invisible video where I tested out the deceased Subaru vehicle. Gold coin, thank you for the 10 jewels, Face Arts. So now we have a video that I can say was me, and that's always been in the back of my mind that, I got a really, really good video. Hey, Ed, nice shirt. Thank you so much, Ed Chaos. And I always felt that wasn't me. That was somebody else. And it was but this is me, right? That one. And then, so we've had a couple good videos, but hey, Steve Willard, I just got home from Music Festival camping. Congratulations, Sod's soda flavors. Laugh out loud. Perfect. Thank you very much. Got to go feed the horses. Hope I get back before it's over. Old and cracking dated. You'll definitely be back before it's over. Heidi here and there. Hello, Tony and Champion or Chatterbox. Yep. So I feel blessed because I finally have a video that was me and only me, right? And you guys. So it wasn't based on something else or so thank y'all. And so I had been going to started adding some different things. Laughing Disco, thanks for the 250 Jules, WJPO 75. Thank you so much. Hey, David Anderson, I just found your channel a few weeks ago. I love it. Well, I love that you love it. And we've got a lot of new people that have found the channel recently. Sent one Random Venture gift. Ed Chaos gifted Random Venture membership to, and Pat got it. So Schenkel, thank you so much for doing that, Ed. And if you are a member, there's so many in here that are. I see everybody, like Kayan and Shy Guy, Stitch. It's so many, y'all. David Hurley. We got 210 Outdoors. So thank y'all, members. It really helped me. Hey, Ghost Cat. Good to see you on the go. Hey, there's Places. So Places and Paths. Go check their video out about the meetup. If you want to see the meetup that we just had back in March, May. Martin Luther King is the HangCon Labor Day weekend. Labor Day? No, Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, good job on y'all's video. Are you thinking about another cross-country trip? So, a lot of people don't know about that because they're new to the channel. Member for 26 months. May as well celebrate. Thank you so much. And Stitch has been a member for 26 months. And Stitch just sent 20 gift memberships. Wow. Thank you so much. Gifted 20 memberships to everyone in here. I'm really looking forward to getting back out there with Stitch. I always have a good time. And a lot of y'all will know him from, I'm just watching all these 20 people get gifted. Really a blessing. So, wow. So, congratulations, everyone. So, thank you very much, Stitch. And like I said, I'm looking forward to hanging out with Stitch. And he told me we're going to be doing some actually fishing out when I'm out there. So, I've been thinking about this. I was telling Lisa about it. And when I got off the phone with Stitch, I went, I'm going. So I checked with our schedules, but I have to be back from September 12th because Lisa is running a marathon. So she's running a full marathon in May. Now, September 12th. And her and our daughter, Gabby, so they just went out Saturday. What was that? Yesterday. And they got a 12.5 miler in. It was but they're up to, miles and miles now. So they ran together because they're going to be running together on their big old thing. But as far as doing a trip across America, a lot of people do not know that a year after my stroke in 23, I did a trip across America. And on that, I went to I made it all the way to California, did Canyonlands, Quartzsite, Arches, the most dangerous highway in America, which is Redmond's Pass in Colorado. I slept on the CDT in the car, went to not White Sands, the Great Sand Dunes, Mesa Verde, Arches, Canyonlands, Badlands, Devil's Tower. And I did a lot of things in Stitch. Him and I had not met physically yet, but I was going out there, and on the way, he would tell me like, hey, he would help me get, because he's familiar with that end of the country. So, and he became the Stitcho travel guide, and he would let me know different ways to go and maybe some interesting things to stop at. So it's been a while since I did that kind of stuff, but a lot of people never watched those videos. And so that I guess brings me back into the new playlist I added, because we've gone to Dolly's Tennessee and Travel Center. We did the Iowa 80 truck stop. We did, Shady Maple Smorgasbord and different places like that. And people are watching those videos and saying, I never knew that you went to those places. I've always wondered about it. I'm so glad you went. And whoa, the eagle is my favorite bird, Jeff Cooper. And I know, she'll mount up on wings of eagles. That's a blessing of a verse. But thank you so much for those jewels. And the eagle, that's my favorite bird. And I just saw one the other day. I was just telling Stitch, I came around the corner as I was going to that I-80 rest area to do that video. And I didn't have my camera on, and I came around the corner, and there's this big bald eagle sitting right in the middle of the road. And he flew in front of me. Thank you for those 10 jewels, places and paths. And he was flying in the wingspan, flying right in front of me. Hey, stealth camping sweethearts. And I didn't film it. And Stitch had a couple experiences, and we were just talking the other night on the phone. I think we talked for 4 hours. And when those are moments that are for us, and they're designed for us. And I was like, oh, I wish I had my camera on. But then I thought, you know what? I'm glad I didn't, because that was for me. And so anyhow, I'm going out. I've done a lot of different things recently, and I try to incorporate an overnight there and then show you guys some stuff. And so many people have been reaching out and saying, man, I love this stuff, because I would have never gotten there to see that. And so I'm really looking forward to continuing to do that along with all the other adventures that I do. But when I mentioned that trip across America, I took the one video and I just added it to that playlist, which is the Redmond's Pass, where I go from Ouray and we drive on Redmond's Pass, which is zero guardrail, going up there, and tractor trailers, which I couldn't believe they were coming down that. But snow, I think I got to 11,700 and some feet in elevation, but we end up going to Silverton, which is an old gold mining town, and then we continue on there to Durango, Colorado, and then I drove back and forth on the main towns of those to just get it on video and talk while I was driving through. But then I stayed at a Walmart and I made bison tacos out of the back of the car because I wanted to get to Mesa Verde early in the morning. So, but those are the kind of adventures that I was doing. But like I said, I've added more of that kind of stuff, and people are liking it. and they're really finding the channel through that. And I want to continue to do those things because I love going on random adventures. That's why the channel's not called Random Stealth Adventures. It's Random Adventures 2.0, right? So that has been a real blessing. And Jeff, thank you so much for the high five. Really appreciate that. Stay hydrated, absolutely. For the 550 joules from Ride Along Gang. Yeah, I like that. Stay hydrated, which reminds me, let's have a cup of coffee, sip of that good old coffee. It's pretty good. Yeah, even Silverton to Ridgeway. Yeah, I didn't go that way. So when I went originally down, Stitch had mentioned about riding the train from Durango up to Silverton. Beautiful ride up through there. And but at the time, I couldn't afford it. Not sure I can still afford it when I go. But, good news. So the old Subaru, the one that was brand new, only 4 months old, and it's now no longer, and which just the Subaru Outback, and now with the Wilderness. I was saying earlier, it's higher. It's got the off-road capabilities, and it's got a 180-degree bumper cam on the front, so you can see like rocks and stuff like that, or see how close you're getting to a tree. I've always wanted that. And so, but the old Subaru, I had the Subaru Gap insurance, but it wasn't paying it right away. It takes a while. So in the meantime, you got to continue to make payments. And I had a significant payment on that one because when I traded the other one in, I still owed on it. So I had that. So I got the Subaru Gap. Good news, they just, that came through, so I no longer have to make a double payment this upcoming month in August. So that freed up a little bit of capital to make this trip out to, because if that didn't happen, I wouldn't be going. But I don't know, with those buy me a coffees or different things that are happening in here, I think I might apply some of that instead of coffee, go to the trip and gas money. But I don't know exactly when I'm leaving, but I'll be leaving shortly. Don't forget 1080 next time. Oh, that went too quick. Let me see if I can see it over here. Drove past Richard. Hey, 210 Outdoors. Thank you so much for those 10 joules. God bless you, brother. Hope you're well, Tony. Don't forget 1080 next time. I feel like I'm watching a VHS. LOL. I don't know. I film everything in 4K. Oh, the beginning of this upcoming video. So y'all know I had several years ago, I had the Hover X1. I had that, but recently I now have the Hover Air X1 Pro Max, and that films in 8K. And really, if y'all saw on the I-80 rest area, I hung that hammock right in that little patch of woods. That was so fun. But I incorporated some drone shots with that. That's I did the bird's eye, and then I had it fly back into me, and tried to use a couple of little things. I was up in the mountain the other day, and the intro of this new video coming out, I incorporated a few things in this upcoming video with that drone that, I had to keep getting in and out of the car because it's self-flying, but I got a couple really cool shots it's going to be pretty cool, I think. And that's some of the stuff that I really like doing, is getting more cinematic stuff. And when I'm not stealth camping, I can do a little bit more work with the camera because I'm not trying to hide. But Tony, any trips planned for Montana or Colorado, etc., says Seeker of Heaven. So I am going to Colorado, and I think that mountain, the Overland Expo is where I'm going, Mountain West, and that is in Loveland, I think is where it's from. But I got my ticket, my VIP ticket, so that I can be there on the presence with the guys. So, like the shirt, Tony, I love Hawaiian shirts. Says Big Earn. Thank you so much. Sent star 2 jewels. Rick Whitson. Hey, brother, how are you doing? So Rick had sent me a knife a couple years, well, it was probably a year ago now. And the knife after the accident, I couldn't find it. Well, sure enough, I found it. So it's back in the car because when Dr. Anthony helped me get everything out of the car, I was trying to put things in, and I didn't know where I actually put it. Yep, Loveland, Texas. Sent a party hat for for 20 jewels. Thank you for that party hat. Yes, that is so cool. And thank you very much, Rick, for the 440 jewels. Shy Guy, 2 jewels. Really, really, what is that? Silver Star. Yeah. So, yes, I'm going to Colorado, and my plan is I am going to work on getting a couple videos on the way out. I may have to film one more video here before I leave, so that gives me time to find something on the way out there. But I know a lot of y'all in the chat tonight already know the channel. Maybe some of y'all are new, and if you're new to the channel, welcome, and thanks for becoming a part of the channel. And I think the last 28 days, I know there's 2,800 new subscribers as part of the channel in the last 28 days. So, blessing. Oh, that reminds me, the earlier question from Shy Guy about the watch hours. Once you hit the watch hours, one of the stressful things is, oh my goodness, because you got to keep them for a year. At some point, you're not even going to worry about it, because I think, just to give you an idea, I think the last 28 days or just one video did like 69.8K watch hours or something like that. Yeah, it was like 69,000 watch hours. So once you hit it, don't stress about it. I say don't even stress about it now. Just keep going out there and doing what you're doing. And yeah, exploring with AJ, watch hours can drive someone crazy. Yeah. And, so having done this for a while, there's certain things that I stressed over at different times. And you'll learn that kind of takes away from the joy of doing what you do. And there's videos that you're going to make that you think they're going to just take off and do amazing, and don't do anything. And then there's ones you think, I don't even know if that one's going to be good or not. And next thing you know, it does really good. Hey, Rough Times, Bob. So Bob was at the meetup. Congratulations on the 50K. And we got, hey, Mark. I thought my Watkins Glen video would be doing better. That place is beautiful. Yeah, it definitely is. I used to go there and hike that. Lisa and I would hike that, and we would start at the top one time and hike down and then back up the other side and go through all the things. That was before I had a channel. And then I went back and I filmed the lake for just something real quick on the top. But then I had the stroke, and I would never be able to do all of that stuff again. But your genre changes as you change. And like I said, I'm not going to stop doing what's on the channel, but more like a 3 or 4 legged stool. with adding the American iconic travel destinations. That, like I said, that's a whole new playlist. So that's got things on it. So I'm going to continue to feed that. And I've got a couple things planned for that, don't worry, I'm not going to get away from doing the other stuff, because there's continue going to be car camping with the Scooby-Doo 2.0. There's going to be, my stealth camping, my just hammock camping. I'm still going to go to hammock events and things like that. But the channel appeals to so many different people, and that's what makes it so awesome. Because we have so many different people that like different things, and kind of my heart is to take people where they can't go. In fact, I even mentioned it in this upcoming video. I said, maybe there's a place that you've always wanted to go, but you can't get out of the house anymore because of health reasons or financial reasons or something. Let me take you there. So if there's some iconic place that you think people would really enjoy seeing, please let me know, because if in my travels, I'm always looking for places. And sometimes maybe I'll just drive there and back. Because the other day when I had left, I left at like 2:00 in the afternoon to go down to Dolly's. I wasn't going to do that until January. But then Lisa goes, Dolly Parton just opened up a travel center. You should go. And I said, yeah, maybe I'll do that when I drive down to Alabama in January on my way to HangCon. And the more I thought about it, I went, you know what? I'm going to go. And so I ended up leaving at 2:00 in the afternoon. I drove 12.5 hours, slept at a Buc-ee's, not the one it was in Tennessee, but it wasn't the one that I had done in Sevierville. Actually, Dolly Parton's birthplace, I believe. So anyhow, it was a further out one because I wanted to get closer to Dolly's travel center. So I ended up going there, and then it was only like a 3-hour drive after that. But yeah, so I don't mind driving. I just don't want another accident. but anyhow, what a blessing. Hey, Cole Region Explorer, God bless you, brother. So yeah, Cole Region was at the meetup as well as 210 Outdoors. He flew in for it. He's been there a couple of years now. Outdoors with Skeeter was there. Everyone cheers. Places and Paths was there. So there's Pat. Let's see. I'm keeping an eye out for questions as well. So if you have a question, certainly give me a quick question there. A lot of people saying hi to one another. So if you need to take a break from me just yapping, go get a coffee. I'll wait for you. So yeah. So that's going to be a part of the channel. And like I said, if there is a place that you can think of that other people would be looking forward to seeing, I don't mind going there and taking y'all with me, as long as I can get there and back and it doesn't cost too much. But many of y'all with the members, that money from the members goes to my travel expenses. And then God bless Mary and Johnny D. Torres. They do buy me a coffees every month. And, like Mr. Ed, he does buy me a coffees monthly. And so many do the members on the Buy Me a Coffees as well. Knoebels crew in the house. Yeah. Yeah, and a lot of people are already asking, when is the next meetup? I want to come. And like I said, Camping with Champion was there. Well, he's been there 2 years in a row, and a lot of people got to meet him as well. Small Pots Kevin came. Sam Bananas wasn't able to make it because he had I believe a wedding to go to that came up. Hopefully it wasn't a shotgun wedding. No, just kidding. I drink Pepsi, says Pat. George Nicholas in Tennessee, where they make jump too fast. Something. Well, y'all can read it. I can drink tea instead of coffee, laugh out loud, says John. But I do want to say hi to Mary and Johnny D. Torres. Love you guys. Let's see. Because I know I always draw y'all out into the comments and say hi to everyone, usually as I'm leaving. But Hike with Mike, how are you doing? Do you have a monthly subscription set up for Buy Me a Coffee? Yes, I do, Shy Guy. It's on the Buy Me a Coffee thing. A lot of people like to do that. And Buy Me a Coffee is a really good way to help support the channel. Oh, George Nichols Bourbon Whiskey and Rye Tennessee road trip from Mitchell commented that. Let's see, Gear Tony, I emailed you some photos. Yes, you did. From the meetup, yes, and thank you so much. And that reminds me, let's see. That reminds me, I got, and this is really cool. So I got an envelope. So I went over, I have a P.O. box, but nobody ever sends anything to that anymore, which is okay. But I went over there the other day and I had this, I don't want to show the address, but I had this envelope in there and I was like, oh, what is this? This is so cool. I opened it up and they were like little trading cards with my picture on it, but they weren't like, they were clips from YouTube, animated. So they weren't like a physical picture. They were like an animated picture of, but they were like trading cards. And they were in a plastic sleeve where you can protect like baseball cards, things like that. And they sent me 4 of them. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. I'm looking at it. And then I opened the letter and they asked me if I wanted to keep one. I could keep one, but they asked, would you please sign them and send them back to me? There was 4 of them. And I got to say, they were really cool. And they were so cool, I couldn't figure out which one to save for me. And I thought, well, you know what? That was a blessing. I want to bless them. So I signed the front of them. And then Jeff Cooper sent me these silver marker pens. And I signed the front, Tony 2.0. And then on the back side, I wrote, much love, Tony 2.0 in black pen. Put all 4 of them in there and included a few stickers and then sent it back. I don't know if they got it yet or not, but that is on the way. That just reminded me of that. But you got 4 of them coming that way. Because I couldn't. Hey, Mary, how you doing? So Mary and Johnny, Kent Survival beat me to a color camp. He did a purple equipment camp, but I announced mine about 3 weeks ago. Holding cranking data set. What's up, Daniel? Oh, here we go. Gene says, I noticed the Sasquatch sign behind you. What do you think about the possibility of the species and camping in a possible area they may be? So, yes. Hey, Hammock Mountain Daniel. Good to see you, Tony. Congratulations on 50K. Thank you so much, Daniel. So yes, I think there's something, whether it's a Sasquatch or not, because just with my faith and my belief, I have another little theory about it, but I don't want to get into that really tonight. But I do think there is something in a lot of issues, a lot of different areas. But do I, which I have, there's a couple of camps that I did that, you hear knocking and things like that. And I did a little bit of research, that about things in the area. Pennsylvania is one of those areas that have a couple hot spots, in other words. But yes, and I would do a camp in something like that. Uh, yeah, I would. It would probably be something I'd plan out. Yeah, the smaller version down in Florida, right? Skunk Ape. And so, yeah. Let's see. Yes, so down in Florida, it's called Skunk Ape. Every time I go camping with Tony, all I hear is snoring. Yeah, well, I don't know how much I do. I asked Lisa about that. You know what? Well, I'm going to be sleeping with the Subaru, and Stitch will be in his unit. But yeah, I I don't know. I used to snore really bad, but I think ever since I've been carnivore, that's lessened. But I have to say that when I camped with Stitch and we were over 10,000 feet in elevation, I had a headache. My nose was stuffy. It was rough until we got back down to 8,000. I know I did snore that night. That was a rough one on Stitch. Yeah. So, yeah. Why do you dye your beard white? Says Michael. I don't dye it. That's the way my beard is. Yeah. Why do you dye your beard white? No, I don't. I don't dye it white at all. Yeah, because you would see black roots. And I just trimmed it up too. I think it looks good. I always trim it up before a video or a thing. Uh, so no, it's not dyed. It kind of matches my hair, which is a head of wisdom, right? Or just white hair. You know what's really interesting is my wife. She had run the research group. Oh, yeah, hike with Mike. I was actually at the research group in Florida. Went through and I walked through there. I didn't film that when I was down there in the Everglades, but yeah, with the skunk ape and stuff. So went there and hung out with them and talked to them for a little bit. But yeah, Lisa always told her mom when she was younger, and she said, "Yeah, I want to marry a guy with gray." She always loved gray hair, and you know, that hair. So maybe that's why. Because before I met her, I think my hair started. I started seeing grays in it at like 19 years old, and then, oh, do I have any pictures? Nah, I don't think so. Up here. Yep. I thought I did. I thought I had an old picture of me. Oh well. So squirrel. But yeah, no. I should do it. I should do the make it all black once and make my hair black. But I wouldn't want to dye it because I don't think I look good in black hair. But anyhow, but maybe. Oh, when I did that trip across America, I saw some because I asked in our live before I was getting ready to go on that. I said, "Hey, should I shave my beard off? Should I trim it, or should I just rock this beard all the way across the United States?" And so everybody said, "Rock that beard," and so I didn't shave, trim it, or anything. Man, dude, I look rough by the time I got back. And yeah, it was rough. But I thought maybe I could do like a shopping cart, homeless person camp with how I looked, but I never did that. I dye my hair, says Pat. Yeah, Ruby backyard. Our area of research is the green swamp region. Green swamp region. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. So if a lot of y'all haven't known, someone asked about the stickers. Do I have stickers and things like that? I don't have stickers for sale. because I'd have to get it and mail it and all that stuff. So, and I don't really have a lot of stickers. I'm not sure how to do like make something available for people. But if you come to the meetup, I always got stickers there. And there for a while, I was sending mailing a lot of stickers. I went through a couple thousand stickers I was mailing to people. Yeah, but as far as the shirts, some of those have my sayings on them. Like, do I have it? Yeah, I do. Because I took it off. This is the one I wore today. And I took it off and put my new Hawaiian shirt on for tonight. But this is one of them. So yeah, it is. So that is one of the new shirts. So there's a whole bunch of new shirts on the channel, like Squirrel and different ones that don't have me on it, like Random Adventures 2.0. But there is a new one. Well, that one on the last video, that's a new one that I was exploring on doing. Congratulations, Tony, from Boyd Smith. Thank you so much. Birthday in Axton and Boyd in Michigan, I think that is. So, yes. So there are shirts with the name, and I want to thank those who recently bought shirts since we came out with the new ones. So there's a new, really cool mountain one. I'd show them to you, but I just got done. They're all in the dryer because I put my clothes from the washer to the dryer, and they're down there drying because I want to start packing for my trip to Colorado. Let's see, Adventures with Vern. How are you doing? Exploring with AJ. Let's see, who else do I see in here? British Canadian. Enjoy the videos watching from Toronto, Canada. Our Canadian neighbors. I love you guys up there. I'm hoping one of these days. Oh, just to let y'all know, for those that have been following along on the channel, remember that I actually was going to get a passport so I could go to Canada. This has been an ongoing thing. Safe travels to Colorado, says Ace Arts. Thank you so much. So I was going to get my passport, and I went and I took my birth certificate, and when I gave it to them, the lady said, oh, she opened it up. This is when I was 58. It was like 2 years ago or something like that. Yeah, I was still 58 before I turned 60. So I'm going to be 61, if anybody's wondering, tomorrow. But she goes, well, we don't use these anymore. And I said, for 58 years, they've used it. What changed? And then she says, well, it's a two-sided one. We only use one-sided, so you have to apply for a new one. Because I was born in a different state, I had to go online, and I got my new birth certificate ordered. Well, as y'all know, I did that late, a long time ago. It was the beginning of last year. And I finally got it, and it took like 9 months. I got it, and I knew I couldn't go to Canada with it because I couldn't get my passport, and I was doing other stuff. So I got it, and I thought, well, maybe I'll just get my driver's license, the new driver's license one that you can get on a plane. Okay, well, I'll do that. People said that would be easier. So I went and did that. I went to the DMV and handed them, said, hey, I've got my new birth certificate, and I had everything they needed for what ID is that where you get the little star on your happy birthday, Tony from Hammock Mountain. Thank you so much. But it's got a star on it. The new driver's license. So I get down there and I'm sitting and I'm waiting. I'm thinking, oh, I'll get to do that this year in September, go up to Nova Scotia. So I'm sitting here because my idea, 61 must be part of the class of 83. Absolutely. Yeah, I was graduated in '83. Yeah, it's been so long ago. Yep, yep. Happy birthday, Tony, from Heidi here and there. My dad's birthday is today. Well, happy birthday, Heidi's dad. So I go in there and I sit down, hand her all the paperwork, and she's opening up this. She goes, "Oh, I'll take this. You need two forms of ID, one of them being your birth certificate." So she opened. This is the last thing she looked at. She opened the birth certificate. She looks at it. She goes, "Hmm, hmm. Well, this doesn't match." I said, "Huh?" She goes, "It doesn't. It doesn't match. Your name doesn't match." I said, "How doesn't my name match?" I sent in, "It's my birth certificate." She goes, "No, when they printed it, so my new name on my birth certificate so my name is Anthony. It's Tony for short." So my new name is Antho, Antho. She said it didn't print the NY. And I said, "Oh." And she goes, "Well, you're going to have to get a new one, get that fixed before we can do this." And I said, "Come on." I said, "This took me 9 months to get this one." She goes, "Well, maybe you can call them, things like that." And I said, "Isn't there anyone you can call? I'm sitting right here. It's got my same last name. It's got my parents. It's got everybody on there, everything you needed." And so she made a call and she said, "Well, they said, well, okay, we'll do it." So I do have that. But then I found out, because I'm planning this trip, and my idea is, this is what I wanted to do last year: take the ferry across into Nova Scotia. And I thought, oh, I got this new idea. I can do that. Nope. You need a passport. So now I'm back to working on getting a passport. But the only problem is now my birth certificate, I got to send away for that again. They said it was so easy. I haven't been to Canada for a long time before needing a passport. But now you need a passport, and something else you might want to look into is Century Card. I don't know. I still want to get a passport, but I want to drive and take the ferry across. I got my real ID. That's what it is. Thank you so much. Rough Times Bob. Tina, I can get out passports and visit Canada. Yeah, I just never had a passport. So I'm one of the passportless people. Tony, next time you get your birth certificate, check it next time. Right? I did. I looked at it, but I didn't catch that my name wasn't the same. So maybe my new alias is Antho. 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 I don't know if I like it. But somehow it didn't do it. Anyhow, so I'm going to go through that process again. Squirrel. All right. So let's see. Do I have any questions down here? Antho is a pretty cool name. Yeah, it is. It says Adventures with Vern. So on this upcoming video in the morning, someone said, I saw it in a comment, and they said, "Oh, you didn't make coffee in the morning," on one of the videos. And I was like, and they said, "Man, I really, really miss when you make coffee." So I actually made the coffee that I made for my very first video that I ever did. The video is Coffee in the Woods. And there's been people that go back and I get comments, "Oh my goodness, I really like this." When I look at that video, I'm like, oh my God, I thought it was amazing. Because the way I edited it and things like that, but I made so many mistakes. You'll learn a lot. And when I watch it, it's like, oh my gosh, I filmed my feet so much. Because I was watching through Ikers, they walk by the camera and then go back and get it. So Anthos sounds like a DC comic villain. or hero, right? Antho. Oh, and I do want to say LA actor. I don't see in here tonight, but he actually sent something to me, which was electric nail clipper. Really pretty awesome. So I was trying it out and did my nails. But someone did ask me recently, why do you wear? I get a couple comments like, why do you wear gloves every time you cook? They didn't say it like that. I just read it like that. But I get comments like that. Why do you wear gloves when you cook? And I explained the reason I do that is one, is cleaner on the hands because when you're at camp and doing things like that, I always would, before that, you take water with you. And so if you're hiking in, you got like 2 liters of water. And if you're cleaning your hands with the water, I guess you could use other stuff, but like alcohol, things like that. But paper towels, where you wipe your hand on. Men don't do their nails, Tony. Well, the reason he sent it to me because he knows on this right side I can't clip very good. So that's what he explained to me. That the electric nail clipper. So yeah, you push in it and it's like it goes zzz, and it's got a blue light and stuff. Really cool. So the thing is neat, but it gets it down anyhow. But yes, so I wear gloves, the black gloves, and I like the black ones because I was thinking white gloves, you can see, but I like when I'm holding food up too, that you can really see the food and not like the white doesn't compete with things. Hey, dad and daughter outdoors. Hey, shy guy, what's up, brother? So good to see you too in here tonight. So anyhow, I don't know if this is boring y'all, but the black glove, I started wearing those one so I can continue picking up the food and showing and things like that. And but I noticed that I no longer have to use water and paper towels and stuff like that along on camps or take wipes with me and then have trash. When I'm done with the glove, I pull it off, it turns inside out. It's done. And if I have any trash, I can stuff it in there, the glove, and tie the glove in a knot. And then all the scents from the food are kind of in the glove. But yeah, that's why I do that. So I done my nails with a hammer, right? Old Dragon Day. So yeah. So, but it really helps. Ken Rollins Cowboy Coffee. Yeah, I love big cowboy coffee. I ordered one and got plastic beads. So yeah, but I have trouble clipping with this side. What's someone doing it? Gotta touch the screen. Hope I didn't poke you in the eye. Someone was calling me. It came up on my screen, so I didn't want to interfere with our sound. So I should use gloves for my bacon. Yeah, so greasy. Yeah, so with all of the gloves and everything, it just made it so much more convenient that anytime I do that, and since being carnivore, it's amazing how much I find myself eating with my hands. So even with a glove, I can, just eat. I don't know if that. Someone said it like doing that is you find yourself being carnivore, starting to eat like that. Use glove or not just picking your food up and eating it. I don't know. It's so convenient and so rudimentary. And so I heard something fall off the shelf. There's a little kitty cat on the shelf over there sleeping in my camping gear. So we have a new little addition to the LA actor. There you are. But hen models need to do their nails for the food close-ups. You know what? And one of the things when I do hold the the food up, I noticed in the past, like from being in camp, I got dirt under my nails and stuff, and I'm showing the food, but I could use a fork. But I like eating with my hands. So anyhow, back to that part. And God bless you, LA actor. Really awesome. I love it. I was showing it to Lisa the other day, and she's like, "Oh, that is so cool." So maybe I won't have it much longer, so because she liked it. Have you ever thought of stealth camping in your backyard? Well, if you saw my backyard, you would say you ain't camping there because I really don't have a backyard um, at all. Hey, Daryl Ortiz has got a question. Have you ever thought of stealth camping in your backyard? Oh, I just read that before I saw that it was. So, invention I made for people in your community tab. Did you see the invitation I made for people in your community tab? No, I did not see that yet. So let's see. Okay, so remember, if there's places that you guys think you would like to see or have me go to, certainly let me know somehow in a comment somewhere on a video, because I always see all the comments that come in. And I don't always get notified on if you were to comment in a reply, under a reply. So always make sure you're commenting to me through a new comment, because the replied comments don't ever show up. Hey, Hammock Mountain says, I thought about camping in Tony's backyard, right? Daniel, I have backyard. Just letting you know. Oh, thank you, Heidi, for the eagle. What a blessing that is. Like I said, they shall mount up with wings, eagles. 400 joules. Heidi's here and there. Y'all tell him he needs to camp by a lake in the collegiate range. Definitely tell me to do that. I think that's what I would do. So let's see. Tony, how about camping out in an old creepy church? I don't know where any old creepy churches are. Well, I did see, because I looked at some UberX stuff like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, and there was a couple out near Pittsburgh where people went in and filmed them and stuff. But yeah, that'd be neat. Say Twain Faust. Have you tried that recipe for your ribeye I told you about a while back? I'm trying to think. Say what it is again in there. Oh, no, I did not. If it's the one I remember. But if you want to say what it was in here again, that'll jog my memory. Can I camp in Tony's backyard? Says Shy Guy. I have no backyard. I don't have a backyard. We're in a town, and we have houses all around us, and our backyard is so small, so small, very, very small. You wouldn't believe how small it is. So, no, don't camp in my backyard. Let's see. All right. Yeah, so the arrows. I'm seeing Hammock Mountains arrows. I think that was for the Can I Camp in Tony's backyard. Oh, or did I miss one? Let's see. Okay, so I think we are to, how long have we been on? My phone is so small. I can't see if that's hour and 34 minutes. Yeah. So if I when I'm editing, because I edit on my phone, I always wear these glasses. These ones here. So I'm gonna be 61 years old tomorrow, and so hopefully I can continue to do this for a while. So these, if I put these on and then go like, yeah, I can see it, it's bigger. So I have that pair, and I also got this pair. So but I like those. Those are stylish. They're from a Dollar General. Yeah. And so these are. I like the other ones better. But yeah, got them from the Dollar General. But they're magnifiers. They're like 4 times, I think. And every time I put them on, then when I try to look at stuff, my eyes are even blurrier. So Big Earn, have a cup of coffee on me for your birthday. Thank you so much, Ernest Field, for that buy me a coffee. Oh, that wasn't a buy me coffee, for the super chat. Heidi, thank you so much as well. I'm trying to get down to that. Is it to the bottom? Comments, yeah. There we go. I think I stopped it and it's not going. Let's see. My grandfather looked exactly like Mark Twain, says Old and Crackedated. That is cool. Dear Santa, right? No, I have glasses for my Santa glasses. Now these are just glass. Yeah, that's one. I wore these during Christmas, but I do have a whole Santa outfit. Oh, that's right. These are a different one. They hurt my nose. So, these are my Santa glasses. Yeah, but happy birthday, says James Scoopley. Thank you so much. Young punk. Yeah, so yeah, that I've really been congratulations on 50 subscribers from Stinger 4095 for the $19.99. Enjoy your videos. Well, thank you so much. And it's getting 4 thumbs up and a comment. Thank you all very much for that. I'm going to apply that to my travel time, or my travel stuff. But again, I want to say thank you all so much for wanting to be a part of the 2.0 family. It's really been a blessing to me. I think I can scroll and do this now. Put it up on screen. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much, Stinger, for that. Yes. And let's see. We will call you Fred. Fred Stanford. PA Groundhog, how are you doing? Good to see you in here. So have you ever thought about here we go. There's a question. Have you ever thought about stump camping at a beach? I have, but I know Sam Bananas just did one. I don't know where he goes, but I think it's along one of the lakes. Oh, wow, this kitty is before he goes out. Oh, let me show you this little kitty. Okay. Kitty. You're a kitty. So that's a little kitty. And say hi. And there you go, looking around. What are you doing? Hold me up. So this is a new little kitty that's so cool. That kind of found its way into our home because our daughter was watching it for somebody. It was only going to be for like a week. I think it's been a month and a half now. So they went on vacation. She was watching the cat, and then I guess they didn't want the cat no more because now it's living here. But such a cool cat. Popping in to say hello. Well, hello, Indian Hammock. Good to see you. So I think it's really cool when I get a chance to see a lot of guys and gals that pop in and out of the channel. Rides with Kyle. Good to see you, buddy. So yeah. So do I have I current? So what do we got here? All right. So I am going to say if you have a comment, question, throw the question at me. Anything that you want to know about the channel or anything like that. Let me see in the comments. I don't know how many people even watch it anymore. I can't tell. Unless I move the screen, but when I do that, oh, we still got 101 people watching. I was thinking it was fading. Yeah. So what's coming up on the adventures? And so big thing is I'm headed out to Colorado. I'm going to be doing seeing Stitch out there, and we're going to the Overland Expo Mountain West, which is a big one, right? So yeah, that's going to be really nice. I'm looking forward to it. Type 3 question marks in front of your question says Shy Guy. So let's show that quick. City where one of the coolest places I went. Oh, very cool. I'm going to try to stay up with these. LA actor, here we go. So I got to find the comment or question mark. Let's see. Did you have anything that you could find in the rush to pack out the car from Texas? Basically, Dr. Anthony and his wife Rachel, Land or Lakes with Rachel and Anthony. He went over and he literally helped me get everything out of the car. So everything got packed out of the car. Oh, and so when I was in the hospital, my phone was going dead. I said, Doc, is there any place I can plug my phone in? I had none of my charges when I was in the hospital. And he gave me a charger and he told me to keep it. And I loved it so much that I ordered more. Because I don't know if you've ever had charging cords, the C end, but I go through them like these ones. I go through tons of these because I put them in my backpack and do different things like that. And the ends get messed up and they stop charging or they get bent. And then all of a sudden I go to plug something in and it's like, nope, can't do that anymore. So Dr. Anthony had given me one of these cords. It was orange. And I still have it. Right here. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is such a neat cord. He's like, keep it. And so for your travels home and things like that. Link to Tony's Guardian. Thank you for putting that in, Stitch, to their channel. So this is called a chubby cable, but I want you to look at the ends. See how it's like a round barrel, very solid, very, very solid. And then the cord is real thick. And this is a fast charging cable. So this is the box. So I have been changing out my cables because the regular cables, I go through them maybe 1 or 2 cables a month. And it gets frustrating because when you buy a cable and you spend kind of a lot on it. And then, so I looked up the chubby cables because I loved it so much. And This, yes, I did find the knife. But this is $21 for like a 3-footer, and I think this is a 6-footer, and it's like $22, but it's a C on both ends. And I think they have USB-A to a C as well. But chubby cables, so way better. And I've had no issues with it, and it's a fast charging cable, so you can plug it into like 140 watt, 110 plug, and it's a fast charger. So, and they're very, very flexible, but very, very good cables. So that's one of the changes that I'm making on it. Right along, gang. Let's get down to that question. If I can find it on this screen. There we go. So do you like doing collaboration videos or rather do videos alone? Good question. Collaboration videos don't always do good. And you can, don't ask me, you can ask or even look. Steve Wallace, Camping with Steve, when he does a collaboration video, they don't do as good. And not that I don't like doing collaborations, but there's a little bit more nuance that goes into it because a lot of times you're both filming the exact same thing. And depending on whose comes out first, people will see yours and go, if they saw the other person's, I already watched that. Yeah, I know what's going to happen. So that's why I try to get creative when Todd and I do it. And that last one that I did with him, I was like, I'm not filming. You can just film. But you kind of want to do it a little different. And so people will get to see both perspectives. That's why Todd and I had that idea. You know what? Let me come down. I'll drop you off at a camp, stealth camp, so you can be in mine, getting there and dropping you off. And then I come back and I pick you up. So that was a really neat premise that I had thought of, and I wanted to do that so bad. And then I went and did my own stealth camp and then came back in the morning. I think that did real good. But just, I've got to figure out a way to really do collaborations. And collaborations are good, but a lot of people don't watch them. And, you know, some people don't like them. But I love doing collaboration videos. But with someone who doesn't have a channel, like Stitch and I, you know, we do collaborations, but he doesn't have a channel. And him and I have done quite a few, but collaborations never do good, but I still like doing them. And I still love doing them with, I want y'all to see me out with my friends. Wendy Winslow, do you come to Connecticut? I have not been to Connecticut so far, but yeah, I just looked over and saw a question mark. That's how I knew that was there. Yeah, we used to do it every Sunday night, right? So this is a question too. Yeah, remember to put 3 question marks in front of it because it'll really jump out. Will you be camping again with northwest wind soon? Probably not soon, because he just got his new boat and he's going to be doing some filming like that. And we've talked a couple times, and I'm coming back from some places, and it just hasn't worked out. But no, not that I don't want to ever do one with him. We can. It's just that's like Todd. Todd and I missed being able to do one a couple times now. It's just things don't work out all the time. I have ideas and you know going to places, but every channel is working on weeks worth of planning on some videos and or going places. Sometimes Todd and I have crisscrossed just driving. I know when he did his winter camp, came up north, I went south. And then when I was coming back north, we were going to camp together, but he was so cold, needed to get back to Alabama that he drove a lot of hours to get home. He wasn't feeling good. Have you been to Indiana? Says Adventures with Vern. No, Indiana. I drove through Indiana on my way to Illinois. And notice how I said Illinois there for a while. I was calling it, I'm not going to say Illinois. I was pronouncing the S. And boy, I heard about that. And where did you go to school? Well, but Illinois, I went through Indiana. I'll be going through Indiana again on my way out to Colorado. You need someone else behind the camera. Me? I need someone else behind the camera? I'm not sure what that means. Maybe you're answering a question to someone else put. But yeah, the camera follows me. And when you're by yourself, like this video, upcoming video, there's different ways that you film differently depending on the genre. So when I'm camping somewhere where I'm not worried about being caught, or I'm just in the mountain to do a camp or something like that, you'll notice a difference in it, not only what I do, but the way that I film. On some of those, I can get more cinematic. I've got a lot of ideas I love editing. So that's one of the things I love most about the YouTube channels. I love to edit. I love to bring different perspectives and things. But every clip that I film is done singly. And then I filmed, because I filmed 3.5 years with just my phone. And people always thought I had 5 cameras. Now I got a couple different cameras, but I don't film with the same camera, like 2 cameras at once to get different perspectives. That's me filming, moving one camera around, but I have usually two cameras with me and my phone. But now I don't have to, I can leave one camera there and then pull out the other camera and then film something like B-roll or something like that and not have to move that one camera. Tony is Hammock Bound says Tony is his best cameraman. Let me get this caught up here for his moonwalking part in the video. Oh, Gragadated, yeah. Hello from Delaware. Good to see you in here, Jeff Phillips. Yeah, gotta hire a cameraman. Yeah, there we go. So no, my channel is not big enough to hire anybody. I have trouble enough hiring myself some weeks. Have you ever been to Indiana? Was that a question? Yes, I have been there, been through it. Oh, was it last year? When did I go? Yeah, the last time I went out to see Stitch, I stopped at my son's in Ohio, and I got up that next morning. I was going to go to Illinois, and then I ended up, there was a reason I didn't. I ended up going and driving like 14 hours, and I was in Kansas. So I drove through Indiana on that trip too. Okay, here we go. So I'm seeing questions popping up, and I'm loving it. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. But I gotta find them over here. Oh, there we go. When did I leave North Carolina? When I was a baby. And so I was only I don't even know if I was a year old. My dad was in the Air Force, and so we moved around a lot. But no, I was never in the TV industry to know B-roll. But so let's see. Let's get to another question here. I'm going to just go off this side so I can see him quicker. Can I can get our video done in an hour or so. It's good. Yeah, so I edit. So when you guys see me say, all right, lights out, I start editing everything that I filmed up until lights out. So usually, but then I edit, then I watch it, what I edited, then I save it, then if I like it, and sometimes it'll, depending on how long, but I got to know where I'm at. So then I save it as a new project so that I don't mess up anything that I liked for, say, like the first 20 minutes that I edited or a half an hour. But I do it all my editing on my phone, always done that. I knew there was another question here. Let me get to it. There we go. And I'm mainly looking for 3 question marks because that jumps out. Would you, I can't say it. Would you consider a video showing how you prep for camping or for a trip? PA groundhog, I thought about it, but it's not going to be the same every time. Every trip is different. And every car camping trip, I kind of got the car. I'm getting dialed in with this new car. So because I was getting it takes me 8 to 10 hours to edit, Todd, camping with Champion. That's a while. But he does it on a computer and got different programs. So I'm just, yeah. So anyhow, every trip's different. Every camp is different. Every type of camp is different. So my prep, I don't know if it would be, I'd have to pick one way and show it. And I'm not sure that that's good. Maybe I could do something. I did do a couple. One, like I used to do only a couple times. When I get somewhere, I say, okay, I emptied out. Well, the Walmart one where I got busted, in that video, I laid out everything and I said, this is what I brought. And I showed each item. And some people liked it. Some people said, why are you showing us everything in your thing? You're hanging it all up and doing this and that. So not that influenced me to not do, hey, Sam Banaz. I just saw someone say Sam Banaz. There he is, camping with Sam Banaz. Hey, brother. How you doing? One of these days we're going to meet in person. So I was coming back from Iowa 80 truck stop, and I messaged Sam Bananas and said, hey, I'm going to be coming through the area. Can we get together? And unfortunately, he was going somewhere and I was going somewhere, like home. But I was coming through his area, but he already had something. He was going to be out of town. So that didn't work out. But one of these days, and he may even come, if enough of y'all nudge him, and he had something to do last time for the meetup, but he was planning on coming to the meetup. And I think it was a wedding or something like that. But yes. So that was the question I answered a little while ago. No, I was never in the movie industry to know. Just heard the term, then realized what it was. Hey, Zach, how are you doing? Good to see you. Don't know if you saw it. I'm in and out. Yes, Rocky Top, and I saw you were here earlier. I think I did say hi, but you might have been out when I was in. P.S. Dolly's is 10 minutes from where you grew up. It was cool to see you there. Well, thank you much. You know what? I wonder if you know Jeff Cooper, because he told me he grew up in that area, down in that area. Yeah, I like going to different places than people who used to live in places and go, man, I love where different people are. Like, I used to live in that area, and it brought back so many memories. So T. Lee said, Pope Air Force Base. If that's a question of where I was living in North Carolina, so my dad, he was stationed there at Fort Bragg, I believe. Yeah, they were filming when I was born. They were filming. John Wayne was filming a movie there when I was born, and Dad said about that. Let's see. Makeup art. Yeah. Oh, Sam, you probably don't know. I'm actually headed out to Colorado, but I will be coming back. Maybe I can come through your area again. Extend. Yeah. So Todd's saying it takes me 8 to 10 hours. You need 2 cameramen. Mhm. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, we're getting down here. I thought I saw another comment. So if you asked a comment and I passed it, please put it in again with put it in again so I can pick it out and see it. Let's see. I'm not lost. I'm exploring. How are you doing, brother? It's 210 outdoors. Exploring with AJ. Dixie Cup. There you are. So when we did our Sunday Night Lives every Sunday for like 2.5 years, just those that would show up every Sunday, as many as they could, I always love when we get back to doing these again, because we moved into once a month if I can, or a special event like tonight. And thanks again for all the congratulations on hitting the 50K. So I'm seeing that question coming up. Yeah, I always love seeing names that I've seen for a long time, like old and cracking dated, and Darlene Good, always good, but I haven't seen Darlene in a while. Hey, there we are. Let me get down to that. Small pots here as well. We got Hammock Mountain. Yeah, good seeing you guys in here. Out of 4 of us got to get together one of these days. Yeah, in fact, here we go. Question from Daniel Ortiz. Do you ever think you can eat that 72-ounce steak at the Big Texan in Amarillo, Texas? The steak, the thing is, you got to eat everything else, and I don't eat anything else. But on my way back from just this year, on the way down, I stopped at the Big Texan. I was going to do a camp there. I was checking it out on my way out to Arizona. And it was late in the day, and I thought, well, in fact, they had just closed. And then I thought about doing the steak, the 72-ounce steak, and I think it's $72 to do the challenge. And I thought, that's 72 ounces. I was trying to calculate how much that would be per ounce, and I thought I could give all the sides away, just eat what I can, like maybe eat a pound of it, and then pack the rest in the refrigerator and eat it over the next week. So I didn't do it. Yeah, that I love stopping there on the way down. Did I do that question? Yeah. All places and paths. I was editing before. Tony went live. Now I'm distracted. Squirrel! And editing is on hold. Well, glad you put it on hold. And if you guys didn't see his video of our meetup, go check it out. It's in my collaboration feed playlist, where you can see where we have been with others. Just gonna roll it. I'm a ska rolling. Yeah. Is Darlene in here? Darlene. I saw Darlene and said yes. Darlene. Usually she would pop up in there. But yeah, I'm gonna have to give her a call and see because I haven't heard from her in a while. Um, yeah, right. Yeah, we got to make it happen. Yeah, Darlene, she kept us straight, right, Hammock Mountain? There we go. There's a small plot. Good to see you, brother. Happy birthday, man. Yeah, 61 years old. Hard to believe I'm saying that. I can't even believe I'm 61. Some people would say, Tony, you're young. I feel young. Let's see. Tony's getting dino ribs and reverse seared ribeye at Rancho Stitcho is out there. Yeah, we were talking about that. And, I've had them before. Reverse seared steak, and so we're looking at doing a hanging out and a cookout at the house. And he already said about the dino ribs, which I'm always happy with. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. From Lower Michigan Adventures, I'm getting down to you. Let's see. Ever been to Ithaca? No. Yes. I drove through Ithaca, New York, but this is many years ago before I was even knew what YouTube was. I think before YouTube came out, I was through Ithaca, New York, because I was the job I did back then. I went and visited a lot of counties in New York State to get them on board with the weatherization programs, leaders to get them on a program that I had where I was worked for a wholesale distributor, and I did the contracts and also all the sales and design of the catalog and wrote the bid on the contracts and everything. So, but I would go through it. I went through Ithaca and met with the Ithaca coordinator for the weatherization guy who ran their organization. Let's see. Will you be able to go to the hang at Van Hoy, North Carolina in September? No, I won't be able to. I just saw that pop up on the North Carolina hammock hangers. But no, I won't be able to because September, my wife is running a marathon. And I'm her support person, not running beside her, but going to different places and getting her water. I would like to take the electric bike and ride alongside of her, like just hand her water. She's going and say, "Keep it up." I have a bullhorn. Go, go, go. So her and Gabby, our daughter Gabrielle, are running the marathon together. So yes, and that one is Jim Thorpe area. Let's see. And people figure out a way to merch. So I do have some stickers, but I didn't like the design of them in my last merch shop. I had stickers, but yeah, I got to figure out a way that I can just have a sticker thing where they can get mailed out by, like you can buy them and order them. The new merch shop that I have, Fourth Wall, they don't do stickers, but I wish I could design them on there. Let's see. Let's see where I'm at. I'm going to continue to cruise. And there's Kevin. Woo woo. Okay, here we go. Question. I don't know. You did this every Sunday. What are your hours? Well, we did it every Sunday for 2.5 years at 7 o'clock p.m. And then for a little while we were doing it at 8, but then it was getting a little late because I always stay on for like 2, sometimes longer hours. We just got a dad and daughter just sent a gift. Thank you so much. I'm going to pop that up on here. I don't want to lose my place. But yeah, it was every Sunday night. And it became kind of, not that it's routine, but it became, because I like the routine and I like the get together and stuff like that, but we weren't drawing in new people. And I wanted to make it more of an event and do it like the beginning of each month, maybe one Sunday a month, and also open up an opportunity. Because some weeks, if I have trying to get a camp done and we can't get out for the camp, a Sunday may be the only day that I can get out, Sunday evening. So it kind of opened up another day, or I could plan that night, get to bed early if I needed to go somewhere the next morning. Because when I do these, when I do a camp, I'm done the next day. Like I just did a camp the other night, and I got the rest area one. No, the mountain one. I did that, and by afternoon the next day, because I was trying to do a lot of other stuff, get things caught up and figure out what I was doing here and there. And before you know it, I went to bed at 8:30 last night because it was. But when I do a camp like that, because I edit at night, so that in the morning I just have to film sometimes I only sleep an hour, or sometimes a couple hours, but mostly like an hour, because I set up the time lapse and I don't want to miss that and things like that. So I don't get a lot of sleep on my camps. So then I need a day to recover. So now if I'm on the road, it's a little different because I can jump between roads. I don't got to do anything because I'm traveling. But I have already slept for 3 hours, to finish the video and then edit the video, wait for it to upload, and then I can drive to the next spot. Like the other day, I did one, and then I ended up driving like 8 hours before I decided to pull over at a truck stop and rest because I needed to get to an area. So there's different reasons for that, but I usually need a day to recover, at least. So I'm getting older. Not old, I'm getting older. And then plus, if I didn't hydrate enough, which I have a problem doing the hydration part of it, when I'm on the road, I try to do it. But my mind's always going, and I'm concentrating on other things, the road, and where am I going, and what am I doing? Where am I at, and what am I doing? Right? So there's a lot of sayings that we've come up with over the years. I want to throw this in there. I just wanted to put this Jimmy Boy up there. I wanted to show his channel. From Lower Michigan Adventures. So a lot of sayings, and that's why I think it was the last time we did that. Well, I'm looking forward to these. Yum. But someone suggested, Tony, you should put make shirts with your sayings on it. So that's why you got the squirrel and yum and yeah, it is. But it's amazing how many people tell me that they say those things, those phrases, and different things. So you got to watch the end of the new video coming out Thursday, because you'll know what I'm talking about. Second Chance Outdoors. Hey, Tony, congratulations on the 50K. I love the weekly adventures. Well, thank you very much. Let's see. Hey, David Fisher. Don't worry about bears while sleeping in a hammock. Oh, do you worry? They said, oh, don't you? Let's see. I said, don't worry about it. No, I never worry about it. But yeah, especially around here, black bears. Yeah. Yeah, I don't worry about the black bears. No, grizzlies, that's a different story. And but black bears, I've always wanted to see a black bear or have a black bear near camp. Stitch just told me a story about it. He woke up to a black bear the other day. So very cool. Hopefully we see one when we're out there camping. But no, I don't worry about it. Now Miss 2.0, she's the reason I have a bottle of bear spray. It's hanging on the tree back there. She's the reason I have a thing. She wouldn't go camping unless I brought bear spray. I spent $45 for that thing. Then I had to get the one that shot like 45 feet. So she would go camping. I think, yeah, she slept with a knife in the hammock and the bear spray. No, she wanted me to have bear spray so I could protect her. Yeah, I'm like, honey, it's gonna be fine. And then she wasn't used to camping, so. And I know, and she's not on here now because she's in Pittsburgh right now visiting her siblings and her mom. As I had mentioned a little earlier in the program, that my brother-in-law, Ian, has developed ALS about a year and a half ago. And if you know anything about ALS, we're praying for him, but they need to get together. Yeah. Let's see. Joseph Kelly commenting there. 56 Crown Vic. Happy birthday, Tony. Happy birthday. And thank you. And we got Randy, 210 Outdoors, Exploring with AJ. Let's see. Oh, there we go. What does it say? Gillies in Texas, 5-pound steak. I believe it was 1 hour with all the fixings. It was free. So in my travel video, when I did the travel videos, and I think even in a video that wasn't a travel video, but I was traveling, I did, Cadillac Ranch and the steakhouse. Big Texan, and the world record for the fastest someone ever ate the 72-ounce steak is actually the first place winner. I think she did it. Yeah, she 115 pounds. She ate that steak and all the fixings. I think it was 5 minutes. Second place was like 6 minutes. Third place slacker was like 15 minutes. Yeah, it's all posted there with pictures and things like that. And she went back a couple times for promotions. But yeah, I can't believe she ate that whole thing. And in there, you see the picture in that video of her stomach. I think you can see all 72 ounces on her stomach. Real thin lady. But she ate it so quick. Unbelievable. Let's see, scroll down. I'm not lost. I'm exploring. I always loved the name of your channel. So there we go. Yeah. Woohoo. Okay. This is a good one. Twain Faust says, what do you fear, if any, the most while stealth camping? Well, so scripture says, for God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of peace, love, and joy. So my biggest thing when I'm camping, even stealth camping, I don't want to say I don't have fear, but I don't call it fear. I have hesitations, but I don't have fear, because I don't like fear, right? So as far as, am I concerned with things? There's not really too much that I'm concerned with when I'm out there. So I don't even want to say getting caught. I don't even want to say that scares me, or that I have a fear with getting caught, because I'm so immersed into interacting with you guys, even the filming, that I don't really have a thought too much about what's going on around me. And that's why I got busted on that one video up at Walmart, because I'm just got comfortable and I'm filming the sunset and on my tripod outside of where I was camping. And it was the big tripod, and I flew the original hover air up, and they must have been out on a smoke break and saw me, and then they came around. Oh, reminds me, squirrel. So one of the things that you'll notice on the channel is I just spent, it was over 22 hours, over 2.5 days. I worked on it for like 9 hours one day, sitting right here going. But I have updated because I finally settled on thumbnails that I think are going to be consistent for my channel. So when you look at my channel now, you're going to see very similar color schemes, things like that, just different stuff. But all of my thumbnails that I think I did 70 thumbnails over that period of time. They are now uniform and consistent. And the reason I did that is to look more professional on the channel, because when you look at my channel, when someone comes new to the channel, they look at it, and when you just see all of my stuff on there, different playlists and all that stuff, because over the years there's been so many different thumbnails and trying new things and doing this or just the thumbnail, it's changed over the years the way I do my thumbnails, and very consistent. And I realized this when I started doing my traveling ones for the iconic locations, that those thumbnails, I had realized I settled on a certain format, which I called now my playbook for thumbnails. So all the thumbnails going forward, they're going to follow my playbook for thumbnails. And the more I thought about it, when someone would look at my channel, they would think, well, it just looks like somebody offering up a bunch of different videos, different channels. Oh, but it's my own channel in my own thumbnails, but all my videos look like they were done by different creators. Does that make sense? So what I did is I thought, all right, I'm just going to put in the work. And I put in over 22 hours doing this over two evenings, and then maybe a couple one evening. When I say evening, I started at like 11 o'clock at night, and I realized at 6 a.m. the sun was coming up, but all as I was doing was working on thumbnails. That's it. And was going back. So I've got everything going forward is going to look nice. So going backwards, I wanted those to look like the new way that I'm doing it. So when you look at the channel, you're going, that's not even read anything. Just see me on there doing something on the thumbnail or looking. Something, me on there, recognizable, so you know I'm not AI. And I wanted that, and I wanted to be recognizable. So when someone just sees the thumbnail, they go, oh, And that's Tony's. When you think about it, I was thinking about it over the last couple of days. When I did that, I started thinking about other people's channels, like somebody I know, which you know too. But you can see their thumbnail, and they're famous on their, they're like the top YouTuber from North Carolina. I think he's still in North Carolina. But when you look at his thumbnail, they're consistent, right? So now, going forward, when I realized that the last 8 or so thumbnails were starting to settle on a pattern, I thought, oh, I'm going to develop that as my now go-to playlist or my playbook for thumbnails, me personally, my style. So when someone sees it, they go, oh, yeah, I know who that is, whose channel that is, even without recognizing me right away. They'll just go, oh, guy there, this there, oh, colors, that, oh, I know who that is. So I'm trying to do that, as well as, like LA Actor just said, yeah, it's algorithm based. So the algorithm then recognizes me. And then when I put out a video, that I start developing this brand of thumbnail, but also having the videos in the past, right? All the videos, not only just the ones that did really, really good, but I went back and did a majority of them. And then when I just was on Facebook to make a post about the live, I was scrolling down my feed and I realized that even Facebook has all my new thumbnails. And so, yeah, that's one of the things that I've been working on the channel. What did you fear, if anything, most while stealth camping? I think I did that. Let's see. Is that still on the screen? Maybe. Yep. Hiccup. Nobody scared me. Oh, real quick. No, it's going to be in the video. I love your past. There we go. I love your past life stories. We can always learn from others' memories. Oh, well, thank you so much, LA Actor. We try to do a lot there. Here, 20 subscribers tend to be very. Let's see. I'm a Jim Thorpe. That's my area, right? Yeah, I'm not lost. I'm exploring. Yes, it is. Yeah, we're going to be out there. We're going to do, she's going to run, I think it's Lehigh Valley that comes down. Oh, in Crackadata, you're only 22 miles away from Huntsville. When I was in Huntsville, I should have called you and saw you. Rather than going out to Arizona and going through Texas and getting in an accident. So, let's see. There we go, Dad and daughter. Thank you so much for those 1,000 jewels and that trophy cake. Thank you so much. I need to get back over. Okay. Spiders. Oh, right. Remember that old Crackadata, that one video I did where all them spiders was in the woods, in the leaves looking at me. Yeah. Yeah. When Stitch and I were camping with Hammock Mountain, I think we were in Pennsylvania, that huge spider that he caught. it was in his bag when he laid his bag down there. I got that on video, I think. I'm looking for question marks. Blue-eyed girl. It says, hi, my... Yeah, let me get it up on the screen so you can read it together. My husband, son, and I love watching your channel. What were you saying about Jim Thorpe? We are from Illinois. Didn't pronounce the S. You got a problem with me. But staying in the Poconos now, where are you from? So right now I live near Elysburg, Pennsylvania, Knoebels. So I live near Knoebels, Pennsylvania. If you've never been to Knoebels, if y'all are that close, free amusement park, their 100th anniversary this year. Oh, and I do want to say that Mr. Knoebel passed away. And big, so if you, well, let me finish this. Remind me to come back to this because it's important. So Jim Thorpe, it's probably an hour maybe away from me. But Jim Thorpe, that's where Lisa is going to be running her marathon in September. But Jim Thorpe is where Jim Thorpe is buried. He was not born there, but they originally, his home state didn't really want him. I forget the story, but Jim Thorpe changed the name of the town, says if he gets buried, we'll take him and bury him here and rename the town Jim Thorpe. He's buried. Jim Thorpe is buried in Jim Thorpe. You can actually go visit where his grave is. So yes, Knoebels, back to Knoebels. So Knoebels Amusement Park celebrated their 100th anniversary July 4th. Now, Mr. Knoebel, who is the grandson of the original founder of Knoebels Amusement Park, just passed away at 87 years old. He was in the hospital and he's been sick for about a year and a half. But Knoebels got a life flight from Danville, I believe it was Danville. They loaded Mr. Knoebel up, flew him over to Knoebels alive. They put him in a stretcher chair and wheeled him around Knoebels and then put him back in life flight and then flew him back. And then within days, he had passed away. So Dick Knoebel, that's who it was, he's nationally known in the roller coaster industry. He's got many awards. And you may not know this, Knoebels was just voted this year nationally for the best, get this, best amusement park food. And they just won that national award. So very cool. I mean, just some history about Knoebels. But we have our meetup there every year. And if you're in the area and you want to get over and try to, visit Knoebels, it's free to park, free to walk in, free to walk out, free shuttle. If you want to spend anything, you can. Free music at the concert area all the time. Yeah, it's a great park, and I believe he has written in his because he carried it over from his grandfather that they will never charge to get admission to get into the park. It's very, very, very family oriented. Oh, okay. I just bought pairs. Yeah. Let's see. I got to get to these questions. Tony, if you want to run into a black bear or 3, I've got a perfect place for you to camp. We saw 3 at our camp at Hickory Run near CCC Dam. Ooh, very cool. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I think I'm getting ready to sneeze. No, don't sneeze. Let's see. Oh, I hate when I'm not talking and I'm just scrolling, because then it looks like I freeze. And so here we go. Ace of Hearts says, Tony, you need to do a special kind of camp with a sign dictated to your 50,000 subscribers. Oh, dedicated. Dictated. See? Dedicated. Yeah, so Miss 2.0 went camping. We did a special camp at our 15,000 subscriber. Then she was on our live and she goes, yeah, I'll do another special when we hit and she almost said 20. I said, oh, be careful. We're almost at 20,000. And she goes, 25 and 1,000 subscribers. I'll go camping again. And that came and went. And we were trying to get something in for it, but with her being a nurse, it's hard for her to get away. And then she had to go and say stealth camp, because it's hard enough for one person to do a stealth camp. It's okay if you're camping with another guy that does stealth camping. You both kind of, or even 4 guys doing stealth camping kind of works out. But just doing a stealth camp with your wife, now I know Camping Sweethearts does it, but she likes to camp. Not the least doesn't like it. She's never been experienced to it. But me picking out a place for her to go with me that I'd feel safe and confident that she would have an okay time, because I want her to go camping with me again. And the idea is that with the new Subaru Outback, I got a hitch that will pull a small camper. Eventually, I'd like to take her to some of these places. We could do it together and film it. So, but she owes us a camp. By now, she owes us a couple camps. Let's see. Do I got a question? I already answered that one. I'm just staring again. Questions aren't coming fast and furious. For me, it's people, right? The woods people. Have a great night. Thank you very much. You too. Uh-oh. Starting to get good nighters. Might be time to head out. I don't know how many people are still here. 84 people. That's awesome. Let's see. Okie dokie. Oh, great. On my. Oh, let's see. I'm scrolling. So, is there any, say, like Dolly's Travel Center, the Iowa 80 truck stop? I had one comment that said, Tony, you're becoming a regular trucker and camping with all these trucks. Oh, here we go. I think I might have answered this already. Tony, are you going back and changing the other thumbnails? Yes. Yeah. I've done pretty much the most that I'm thinking I'm going to do, unless a video, I come across and go, oh, you know what? That needs a do-over and get that a little bit closer to where I want to be. Uh-oh. You notice it. That's a good cup of coffee. Yeah, it is. Ask me. And the woods people, the two-legged kind. Right. Yeah. So, as far as animals, I'm really not worried about animals. And I want to say that I'm not really worried about the people that I might come across in the woods because I've not really experienced that too much. And also, just as I always pray a hedge of protection around me, and I pray that I'm very sensitive to the Holy Spirit guiding me whether or not I stay or should I go. Should I stay or should I go? And many a times I've decided, no, I ain't doing this. And I try to trust that what some people would call gut feeling. I say prompting of the Holy Spirit for protection. So I can get into that comment here in a second. Let's see. Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to see because y'all are talking back and forth, which I love and I encourage. But other times I'm trying to decipher, is that for me? And so that's why the question marks help me. Oh, I got. And how have I been doing tonight, right? Doing pretty good. Let me see. Kevin Campbell. Hey, Tony. I'm eating a whole chicken without any vegetables to celebrate your birthday. Thank you so much, Kevin. Yeah, that is too cool. A lot of people have really reached out or commented to me and said, you know what? I've been watching you do this for a while and I did a little bit of research, and you know what? I think I'm going to do a little bit better with like maybe keto, carnivore, ketovore is what you call keto and carnivore mixed together. But so I am 850 some days carnivore, and I did I think I'm 50 some days no cheese. Because I'm on a big elimination diet. Like, what affects my body? I'm trying to find that out. What affects me? What's still got my A1C higher than where I want it? And I'm determining. I think when I get back, I'll have my next blood test. But so far, it's looking like dairy is affecting it and keeping it elevated a little bit. So I'm going to see what my next results are. So Todd and I have talked about this before, and that's one of the things I said is you're very recognizable, you and your channel, meaning anybody that has a channel, putting you on there allows the viewers to know almost, if they've been watching you, they're almost subconsciously won't even have to see you, but they'll see you on your thumbnail. But yeah, Todd's doing a test to see how it works. I know some people do A/B testing, but I've always liked putting me because I like me. But on my thing, my thumbnails, I don't know. It's some people put words. Some people don't do words. You develop your style. You develop you and yours. Don't try to copy other people because what works for them will not work for you. What doesn't work for them works for you. So yeah, just keep going with different things. Let's see, Dayton, Tennessee, the Monkey Trail. Courthouse. That'll be good road trip. Oh, the Monkey Trail. Dayton, Tennessee. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, because I'm planning on going back down to Tennessee again. Yippers. You can pin it, Tony. Uh-oh. I'm not sure that I don't want to pin anything. Just kidding. Let's see. Just for reference, it equals a penny for you. Oh, that's cool. That's about what YouTube pays me per video. A penny, 1,000. I did just figure out how much it is. And it's like 0.09 tenths of a cent, or something like that, or 9 cents per view. I was doing if you go to your average of things like that, and then you look at, because they pay per 1,000, but not every video gets the same amount applied to it, because it all depends on what they want to pay. It's advertisers. They're going to say, well, this genre, we're going to pay this. And it starts out higher, but then it always gets down. But then you get a percentage of that for you, which is based on 1,000 views. And I appreciate every view. And the only thing that I ask is that if you watch a video, tell 999 other people do a watch party because they pay by. I'm kidding. No, but it just makes you appreciate every single view, which is when you do a view that equals roughly about 9/10 of a cent. Is what I worked out the other day. I don't know. I like doing it. My mind goes sometimes. I'm like, oh, what is this? I'll figure this out. With the new adventure videos, they will do things like jump on you on the S in Illinois stuff. So you just be ready for that new core crowd. It's unbelievable if you want to grow, unfortunately. No, I don't, hey, well, I understood because I've always said Illinois with the S, but yeah, it doesn't bother me when people do that because that was actually a good correction. But I think a few people from that state were a little sensitive. So, I'm sorry, but no, that's funny. Let's see. They have a great covered bridge and stuff. Okay. I will have to look up that monkey trail. I'm not. Let's see. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Thank you for sharing that. Yep, it was called that word, munchung. How did you learn to edit? There we go. So Wheeze asks, how did you learn to edit? I would love to learn that. So I downloaded an app for my cell phone called Power Director. And for about a week and a half, I sat on my couch, not straight, but anytime I was somewhere, I would film a few things and then go into the app, learn how to make the timeline with it and then edit it. But I literally sat on my couch, and I tell everybody to do this before they make a single video. Learn how to edit. I choose to do it on my phone because originally I was planning on hiking the Appalachian Trail before the stroke. And I thought, they don't take a laptop with them. They don't sit in a library. How do they do this? And I found Jay Wanders Out, and he said, hey, you do it on my phone. And I was like, oh yeah, your phone's always with you. So I looked at a couple apps for your phone, and I settled on Power Director. Turns out that's the same one he used. But I would sit on the couch and I would say, all right, hold my phone. All right, let's go hike over here and see this. And then I would take it and put it on a small little stand, phone holder, and I'd put it over there, and I'd say, I don't want to say it now because it might start recording. And I would stand up and I'd start walking, filming myself walking. Then I would go back and get the phone and put it somewhere else, enter that room, and then eventually carry it and talk a little bit. And then I'd make my way back to the couch, in other words. Then I would sit down and I would take all those clips, maybe 12 clips, different angles, things like that. B-roll, like something like, I would picture it being a mountain laurel flower, but it wasn't. It was a shoe. I'd film the shoe. Yeah, look at this. Oh, this is really cool. Look at that. And then I go back, sit on the couch, and figure out how to edit it. They teach you. But I always had an eye for photography, and I always had the thoughts. I could see things of how I wanted to see things. And when you think about it, when you watch a TV program, the words are going, and then, different camera angles, things like that. So I thought, I want to make it like a TV show. Thankfully, I did, because I just looked. Lifetime on my channel, they show you lifetime analytics. 87.2%. That's a lot of people view me on TV. That's a ton of people view me as TV. So I'm glad the way that I format my stuff, it's good for TV. People are used to watching TV. And that's kind of where YouTube's going, is, they want people to sit down, relax for the evening, and watch TV. You get more that. But so that's why if you look at, say, like my video, compared to some others, I'm not going to mention who's the others, but you look at my comments versus other people's comments. Now, I don't get a lot of comments. Sometimes I do, but I don't get a lot of comments, and that all helps the algorithm. But when you think about it, if 87 point something% of my viewers are on TV, how many people actually pull out their phone while they're watching TV and go, oh, I want to leave him a comment, or do a like, or a subscribe on the TV? So that's interesting to me, but that many people watch me on TV. And when I think about it, I think, oh my goodness, I liken my channel to something that I can invite you along to sit down, kick back. No matter what was going on during the day, no matter what's going on 10 minutes before you turn the TV on, I want you to forget about it and come along with me on an adventure, right? So that's kind of where it's developed over the years, but little did I know that my editing style is built for maybe TV. I don't know if that makes sense, but I like it, right? So it's just the way I was. So I recommend, if you're going to do it, get a app and that you feel comfortable with, and start practicing. It's the only way you're going to do it. And don't fear failing. That's how you learn. But failed enough. Mm. Okay, I'd rather. Let's see. Where am I going? Where am I going? Where am I going? Because I got Little Wendy. Little Wendy. Oops. Like I did the Wendy's and McDonald's 2 drive-through stealth camp. Thought that one would do really, really good. It surprises me sometimes. And if you're a creator out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You go, oh, why didn't that one do any as good as I thought it would? I thought it was my best one yet. Like when I did the Sonic, when the Sonic, I went to one Sonic like an hour and something away, and then I came back to a Sonic, and I did that one that was abandoned, and it was like a Twilight Zone. I thought that was so creative, and it didn't get many views, but that's okay. We keep moving forward, and that's the thing. Become consistent. Consistency is key. How have you been since the accident? Totally blessed, Zach. Thank you so much for asking. But yes, very, very good, and very good. And thank you for asking. Yeah, hard to believe that was just May 2nd, 5th. And like I said, I would have had no idea that, when you think about it, say if May 5th, that could have been it. And you could have been watching reruns, which I hope you do if anything ever happens to me to help Lisa out. But yes. But yeah, we've, even from the accident, all these different events. I mean, we all have life events. I'm no different. You're no different. So we all have them. And so you're going to experience things watching me on the channel that, happen to you. We're very similar. And I appreciate all the encouragement and the prayers. You guys don't know how much they affect me. I just am very, very blessed. So, boom. With no sugar now? Yeah, no, I didn't. I never did sugar in coffee. Did a couple of times Lisa and I go out and we get a latte and some flavored one, which had sugar in it. But I used to drink coffee black all the time for a long time. And I did do with the diet. I don't call it a diet. I mean, it's a lifestyle. I'm figuring out how my body reacts to certain things, and I'm loving how it's reacting. But I gave up heavy whipping cream and cream dairy in my coffee, but I'm going to be adding some things back once I get when I was out at the Iowa 80 truck stop, I did get a latte, an iced latte with heavy whipping cream, because believe it or not, I started getting real clammy because I got there 2 days before I filmed. I was there on Father's Day, and they had brisket on the menu, but I didn't want to film that because it wasn't their regular buffet. But all of a sudden my sugar dropped really low, and I never experienced that because it was always high. But since I was no dairy for I think 30 days at that point or somewhere along there, I broke out clammy sweats, and I thought, I wonder if my sugar's low. So I got that, drank there, sat there. I wasn't even getting shakes. And then I felt better within an hour, and I thought, I got to really watch that now. So I know that the milk and dairy, that was helping also keep my levels up, so where I could not drop below a certain number on my A1C, which brings me to how is the A1C right now? Because it isn't required to ingredients. Yeah, my A1C, I won't know until I get my next blood work, because that's a measurement of 3-month measurement of the oxidation on your red blood cells. So I don't have that test coming up for a while, but I still do finger sticks. And when I was drinking heavy whipping cream and eating cheese, I know what my finger sticks was average at a certain point. And recently, without doing that, it has dropped. And also staying hydrated, but it has dropped. So I know my A1C is finally going to be good, but I don't want to break what I already know yet. And I will add back cheese, but cheese was getting to be if I went camping and I took a pound of cheese and I knew it really wouldn't be good in the last, like I take it out backpack and I eat a little bit on camera and I put some away. The next morning, it's almost, well, it's been out all night, not really cold anymore. And I'm like, oh, well, this is going to be any good, so I better eat it. And I'd eat the whole rest of the pound. So I had been eating more cheese than I wanted to. So I know that was keeping my stuff up a little bit. Yeah. All right. Nice. Let's see. Oh, I got to go over here because that's where all the things are. Will you ever be coming to Canada? Yes. Jeep stuff. Hoping, Lord willing, to get there as soon as I get my travel credentials. Earlier in the live, I was talking about how they messed up my birth certificate when I sent away for it. Now I got to do it all over again. That's just too hot without AC, heading to the hills. Sounds smart, says Steve Cousins. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I gotta get catching up here. I talk too much sometimes, right? Oh, yeah. The pictures, a huge wolf spider that was in Stitch's bag last fall. That thing was huge, humongous. Happy birthday from Jake. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Did I miss a question? Yep, almost scrolled right by it. Let's see. Okay. The meat diet, free range chicken or store-bought chickens. What about buffalo, elk, deer, lamb? What's your favorite other than ribeye? Alligator frog legs? Okay, so when you guys see me eating ribeyes, that's for y'all. I can't afford to eat ribeyes very often, even though it looks like I eat ribeyes all the time, right? It's not. I very rarely eat ribeye anymore. I mainly do it for the videos. Every once in a while, if I get a good deal, I'll get one. Mostly I eat hamburger. In fact, that's what I'm going to have tonight. But in the video that's coming up, I make eggs, Jimmy Dean sausage, scramble bacon thing. Good to test the car out. So, but I eat like ground beef, eggs. As far as free range chicken, I don't eat a lot of chicken. When Lisa does chicken, I do thighs with the skin, but I don't even want to. I used to do them once when we would do our Sunday Night Lives. Lisa be working. I'd throw chicken thighs in, cook that, set the thing, and it would be done while I'm on live, and then just cool down in the oven. Then I'd go down there and eat 3. But I don't eat a lot of chicken. I can't even tell you. Maybe once a month I might do thighs, if that. I don't eat a lot of chicken, and it wouldn't matter if it's free ranged or other. I try to get free range if I can, but really I don't eat much chicken. Um, so yeah, but as far as did yeah, rough times, Bob. Good night. So I don't eat a lot of chicken, mainly beef, butter, bacon, and eggs. So as far as elk and all of that stuff, buffalo, I have had elk, I've had buffalo, I've had bear, I've had alligator, I've had frog legs with Stitch and down in Florida in Hammock Mountain. But I have eaten that stuff, but I like beef, just straight up beef. And I love doing a chuck roast, which I was just telling Lisa I got to do one of those again very soon. Oh, and I love dino ribs. Oh, and I found a place that's got them on the buffet all the time. Yes, and that's going to be a video when I get back down there. Oh, I have pictures of it. I was like, dino ribs on your buffet? Oh, a brisket? And for breakfast. They're on the buffet for breakfast. That's going to be a special video. I was hoping to do that, but now I'm going to Colorado, so I'm not. And I was thinking of doing, because it's my birthday, doing a video somewhere that gives you free birthday stuff. But I'm not sure yet or not. Not sure exactly how things are going. Yeah, happy. Yeah, Tony, I'm getting hungry now, says Dixie Cat. Oh, let me get down to the questions. Let's see. There's a Bucky's just south of Loveland. Oh. Oh. Not that I want to go there, but the world's sure oyster. You know what, Stitch? I should do a meetup while I'm out there in that area. Maybe. Like do a Colorado meetup or something. If I do, I'll announce it. Not sure yet. I was thinking that today. I was thinking, oh, you know what? When I'm traveling, maybe I can do meetup somewhere. Maybe it's Buggies. No, just kidding. Let's see. I was going to do one down in Tennessee when I was down there, because on my way back from filming Dollies, I stayed at 1, 2, 3, 2. One on the way down and 2 others on the way home. Bucky's didn't film in a truck stop. And it was raining. It rained a lot on my way home. That's why I pulled over and stuff different times. Let's see. Well, thank you very much, James. Oh no, I'm glad you shared that with me, because I had no clue what it is. No clue. Yeah, I didn't. No. It just reminded me of something. I'm looking here. Next Texas. What? Oh, Dayton, Tennessee courthouse. I'm going to scroll just a little bit faster here. So, will you ever come to Canada? Jeep stuff. Yeah, I answered that one. Yeah, as soon as I can, I definitely want to get up there. Like I said, I want to go to Nova Scotia too. I haven't seen Matt Thiessen. There you are. Oh. Oh, we're back. I'm back for a new few minutes. I watch you on my TV and can live. Great. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, comments help. And then when I come out with a video, what helps too is the more people that click on it in that first hour, and then stay just, at least for, I want to say, if you can click on it, and if you have to go, try to stay on for at least 2 minutes, because that helps the algorithm go, oh, his subscribers actually like this. Let's share it with more. Because they don't share it to every subscriber that you have. So let's say you got, well, like this, 50,000 subscribers. They don't share it to every subscriber. YouTube's changing. They share it to people who they think may like that video, even if they're a subscriber or not. Oh, hey, Jeff. Let's see. Love your videos of your adventures. I'm in a nursing facility, paralyzed, chest down now, and I'm living out my adventures through you. Jeff, you are amazing. And I thank you for sharing that with me. That I'm glad you are coming along, and I hope I can take you to a lot more places. You know, Lisa works in a nursing home, and I've been being told I have subscribers in other nursing homes too that I've met, and things like that, because where she works, if I take her in something like that, they say, like, we love Lisa, and we like seeing her on your channel. Not, oh, you're awesome. I'm playing. But you get to come along because obviously you're unable to. And I hope I can continue to take you places where you never thought you would go. And if there's some place you want to see, Jeff, you let me know. Send me a comment in a video saying, hey, Tony, can you go there? I'd like to see this. So I think that's kind of the direction that the Lord is pushing the channel a little bit more off. I'm still going to be doing a lot of the other stuff, obviously. But many prayers to you, brother. God bless you. I want squirrels watch people. Yeah, they do. Oh, here we go. Daniel says, are you going to do another scary abandoned place like the Sonic video? I'll be praying for you for safe travels. Thank you so much. Well, they're hard to find. They really are. But if I find the right one, definitely. Always looking for abandoned stuff and things like that to do scary stuff. Every once in a while, I pass someplace, but then, you have to be cautious with some abandoned places and scary places because they're actually people are living there. Yes, elk is delicious. I've had elk. LAX. Okie dokie. Come on. Oh, venison. Yes, I do eat venison. So when I eat buffalo, elk, venison, things like that, I always, because carnivore, you want to add fat's your energy. So you want to add fat. So I don't usually eat a lot of things that I have to add fat to. If I need to, I'll add butter, take a bite of butter, and then eat butter. Some people go, oh, Grace, great, gross. I can never eat butter. Ooh, it's so good. Oh, sorry to hear that. Was 53. Yeah. So my brother-in-law is 10 years older, but he was diagnosed with ALS. And Lisa and I saw him about a year ago, and you could see the effects of it, but they were mild on the one side. And he was going to medical EMS school, and he just passed his when you go in a helicopter medic, helicopter medic, one of those. But he just passed that. He lives in New York City, but when we saw him the other day, you can really see the effects of it, even his speech. So continuing to pray for brother-in-law Ian. Love that guy. Okay, it is time. Strange things. I like eating strange things at the Chinese buffet. Am I almost to the comments? Any more questions? What is the weirdest thing you've cooked and made for a meal? Well, Shy Guy, in my earlier videos, ramen noodles with mayonnaise and all kinds. I used to do really crazy stuff. But as far as the weirdest thing that I've ever cooked or made for a meal, it would have to be my old ramen noodle creations, which were really good. I mean, putting olives and stuff and sardines and things in my ramen noodles. And yeah, I used to make a lot of pretty cool stuff. And people would go, peanut butter, peanuts, all kinds of neat stuff. Red beet eating. Oh, wow, that's interesting. No, the strangest, not really that I can think of, is for red meat. But I've had rattlesnake. I've had different meats, but nothing really weird. Kangaroo. I had kangaroo. Think. Oh, I forget. I had a bunch of stuff. Tony, this is what we enjoy the most, is sharing our adventures through our lenses. Yes, it really. And guys, if y'all haven't checked their channel out, go over and check it out. Definitely watch the one he just put it out a couple days ago. So you can find it in my collaboration playlist for the meetup. Really, really good. And a lot of people commented in there that also went to the meetup, and some of them made videos as well. So you can always, if you want to see more videos about the meetup, I just didn't film because I wanted to spend time with everybody that was there. That drove so far to get there. And plus, it was a rainy, wet, cold day. Rainy, cold, wet. Oh, question. That I'm that I missed something. Yeah. Oh, Stitch. You know what? I just that's one of the ones that I just recently redid, the thumbnail. But yeah, my favorite ones too are when you're in the unless you tell me about my snoring too much. Just kidding. But yeah, I've said this many times. Stitch's favorite, one of his favorites, is when I took my Callaway bag, and converted it into a backpack to take on the golf course where I could do a camp. And that thumbnail I just redid. We redid it one other time from the original, trying to get it to go. That one really didn't get a whole lot of views, but that one was really creative. I had all my cooking stuff, put some clubs back in it, hung a hammock behind the water thing. They were cutting the grass in the morning. That one's got a lot. I made a double Louisiana crunch cake for breakfast. Yeah, back when I was eating lots of sugar. Ever tried cow tongue? No, I have not. It's delicious. Does the cow tongue say it's delicious? Does it taste you eating it? Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, very tender. Yeah. No, you know what? Somebody would pickle heart, beef heart. I don't know that I ate tongue before. I know I ate a lot of through a pill, vital organs, which I got to get back on those. I got a whole bottle of them because the organs are where a lot of this benefits. Don't blame you. Am I caught up? Oh, let's see. Okay. I'm going to take a look to see how many are on here. I don't see. I think I'm all the way to the bottom with Exploring with AJ. Okay. Looks like a lot of people just talking back and forth. And I got to figure out what I'm going to do. And how long we've been on? What? I can't see. I think I see a number, but I better double check. Can't see. 61 people still watching. We're 3 hours and 21 minutes. I was only thinking of staying on for 2 hours. So I am going to go ahead and get ready to get off here. We'll get you some. Oh, thanks, Stitch. Yeah, we'll get you some cow tongue when you're out here. Normally comes in a tortilla, but you can. Oh, we can work something out. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know about it. I'm sure it'll be good. All sorts of weird stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, I am going to get going. Like I said, Lisa is out visiting with her mom and her siblings. So unfortunately, she wasn't able to get on here because I took her down to Hershey. She drove out there with Nick, and then they're going to visit. I got to get back down there to pick her up, and I'm not exactly sure when they're coming back, what day. So I lost Summit today, and I got to make sure that I'm there to pick her up. But we had a blessed time going down there together. It's really, Miss Stitch loves cow tongue tacos. That is cool. Happy birthday, Mary Torres is saying there. Thank you so much, Mary and Johnny. God bless y'all. I got to get out to Oregon one of these days. Yes, yes, yes. There you are. All right. Well, I am such a blessed man. Very, very blessed. I had a summer job in. We're going to get this game. So I want to make sure 2 days before they. Okay, so I'm not going to look at any more comments because I am. Oregon. Yeah. So did I say Oregon? Good night, Tony, and many more birthdays on 75K, says Dixie Cub. All right. God bless everyone, and thank you all so much for coming along on these random adventures. Like I said, let's keep it random. I never want to get in a rut because I'm rutless. Rut row. All right. But I don't ever want to get in a rut. And if you ever see me like You're like, oh, Tony, you're just not, exciting anymore. Well, let me know that I have a blind spot or something like that. In the mirror, you can't see. So I depend on y'all to continue to come along on these adventures and encourage me. I love hearing from y'all that encourage me that I'm encouraging you, in other words. So this is teamwork here. And I am blessed and we are blessed. So I just can't say it enough. The 50,000 adventurers who are willing to come along on these adventures and has just been amazing. So 50,000 done. Now let's start on over at 01. Well, actually, it's 908 over 50K now, last time I looked. But let's continue to head to the next milestone. But along the way, let's have one heck of an awesome time, right? And if anybody ever needs to talk to me or anything like that, my email is generally in every description. Reach out to me through that. So good night, Mary and Johnny. Good night, Stitch. Good night, Olden Krakenated, LA Actor. Good night, Dixie Cup. Good night, everyone that is coming along paths and places. Love you guys. I really appreciate all of y'all being such a blessing to me. And thank you for being willing to come along and put up with me. Right? Good night, Johnny. Love you, buddy. Yeah, this has been such an awesome time. And thank y'all for making my birthday and everything special. All right. Tony 2.0. See you on the next random adventure. Wait. Bailey's coming in. Bailey, come here. Come here. Come on. Say goodnight to everyone. Can y'all see Bailey? Yeah, you can. Bailey, look up there. Everybody remembers when you went camping with me. All right. Well, until next time, you guys have an awesome week and even a more blessed weekend. You got Monday coming up. So Thursday's video is on its way. This upcoming Thursday, hopefully, Lord willing, we'll continue to do videos every Thursday. Marino's Mysteries, good night, Shy Guy. Thanks for being a part of the live tonight. 210 Outdoors. I'm loving you guys. All right, well, time to go now that Bailey is gone. We got to go too. The Keddy's gone. Everybody's gone. All right, love you guys. See ya on the next random adventure. Let's go get her done. All right. Love you guys. See ya. Much love. Good night.